But I pray he didn't. See, my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back, got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
Suave on the track.
So dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? He $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah, God's children. Give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you with God of Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English potted on our homes. Tribal families turned on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to somethings. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. Say you wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. And stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured about how we should wait on God. It's never our vernacular.
Make sure y'all drop those fire emojis in the chat. Make sure y'all drop those fire emojis in the chat. Peace and blessings to all American Aborigines, your brother Aboriginal Power. Hopefully everybody's having a blissful grand rising. You can get straight to some fire. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you share the live stream. Share the live stream.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. The alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open. Church been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach. Paranoid, yeah. I won't let them care. They won't see me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open. Church been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach. Paranoid, yeah. I can't let them care. They won't see me care. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair right up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them they gon' see me. Yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them they gon' see me. Yeah.
Lost, see, I glossed too, we shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the feds, giving names.
Peace, peace, peace. Peace and blessings to all American Aborigines. If y'all can hear me loud and clear, drop those fire emojis in the chat. How y'all like the new visuals for the channel, man? We working out on some new shit. Hopefully y'all fuck with the visuals. Hopefully y'all enjoy those visuals that we're putting out. Hey, we constantly building the channel, growing, elevating, as you can see. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's play one more Jammy Jam before we get out of here. Let's play one more Jammy Jam.
Told it gotta be realized. The truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't legalized. Realize. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Realize. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Realize. Slavery was a long time ago, how? Same motherfuckers still here right now. Colonized on our own land, they ahead of us. Changed our name so much, they scared of us. Children of the sun, y'all don't compare to us. Pale-face people, this ain't y'all area. Talking about America, pale-face people, this ain't y'all area. Even if you bitch, I'm done. How you a victim, bitch, you a Karen. Cognitive dissonance, you don't need sperm. You got white privilege, so you don't need sperm. Looking at my homeland, man, I can't believe her. Colonized came here, they ain't never leave her. Indians ain't die off cause we here. You ain't got a lot, just say you won't be here. How you American but not indigenous? 400 years still ain't get rid of us. All Europeans, naturalized citizens, made all the Indians niggas on the census. 1492, we was on the fences. Civil rights movement, we was so defensive. Black Wall Street, whites got so offended. Common law rights gave us amendments. Thank God don't speak truth, that's alright. First slave 1619 was all white. 1200 wasn't no continent. All white, Europe named after a black woman. Alright, grafted it come from us. Do your research, go within, quit listening to the teacher. And the new kid got voice coming out the speaker. Cut our trees down and made us weaker. Really they foreigner, the shit gets deeper. Whites don't know where whites come from either. I'm Aboriginal, we come from the ether. Ruling over us in our land, that's evil. Being colonized right now, black people. Prisoner of the war, that's why it ain't equal. Wake up everybody, don't be no sheep. Freedom ain't free, really freedom is illegal. And we can't get mad at this. Whites act like we can't see their advantages. Privilege is real, they working in management. Low down dirty, but they calling us savage. They want you to think they above us. All white people are part-time judges. I ain't no racist, but I ain't no sucker. I ain't no African, but they my brothers. Been lied to, I got built up anger. You built everything, still waiting on the savior. Don't call yourself black, please do me that favor. Black tourmaline will protect you from a hater. Listening to your oppressors is dangerous. Gave us a Bible and stole our nation. Said we couldn't read what we didn't know the language. Kept us on paper because we didn't see the danger. American Indian, keep the religion. Skin copper color look just like a penny. Wanted our land and you called us stingy. Ain't no Democrats there to get pay attention. We got ancestors, but the papers is missing. Kings and queens who you can't remember. Remember who you are, just like Simba. Now they got a vax, we don't want that in us. George Washington is the ninth president, look it up. United States only 10 square blocks, look it up. White people really the minorities, look it up. Courtrooms don't got authorities, look it up. You want me, say stop governing me. Gave me a straw man, it's really not me. Why you don't keep it 100 with me? Why Trayvon killer still walk around free? Made this song for the truth, don't hate it. History was told in reverse, I stated. Read still oppressed, somebody gotta say it. I'm taking out of school, that's the reason I made it. History, it's his story. History, it's his story. History, it's his story. History, it's his story. It ain't my story. History, it's his story. It's his story. Probably ain't your story. History, it's his story. It's his story.
Shout out to my brother Threads 3000, man. Before we go right into the live stream, y'all see the title. Let me give y'all a 60-second break to hit the like button, thumb up the video, and to share the live stream. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. Peace and blessings to everybody that's tuning in. We'll be back.
But I pray you did it. See, my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back, got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. Is that feeling in your stomach? You can feel it coming. Is that feeling in your stomach? You can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hopefully everybody went and hit the like button and thumbed up the video. Peace and blessings to everybody that's tapping in. We got 88 people already in here. We just getting it cracking. So make sure y'all drop those fire emojis. Hey, Mama Bear, send it to me again. I'll check it out. I didn't get that message. Tube you. I don't know why they block you, but I'm gonna say it right now. Anybody in the chat, do not block anyone in the chat. Don't block nobody. Let them get their chance to spill. It's the only place in the world where they get free speech. You understand me? So Big Al Power, stand on the free speech. Because I hate when niggas block me when I'm in their chat. So don't block nobody. All right? Don't block nobody. We the realists. We killing with gratitude and information. You understand me? So let's get straight into this bill, man. Drop those fire emojis before I even get started. I want to see the chat flooded with the fire emojis. I want to see people sharing the live stream, running the likes. I don't care if you hit the like button. I don't care if you subscribe. I don't care if you share. The most important thing you can do is at least hit the like button. Hit the like button. Like the video. Like the video. Let's continue.
Turn your microphone on, ma'am. Say what you have to say.
First, I need you to address the foul things going on in our FBA culture.
Can y'all hear everything loud and clear? Drop them fire emojis if you can hear everything loud and clear.
Microphone on, ma'am. Say what you have to say.
First, I need you to address the foul things going on in our FBA culture. Baby mamas, gang banging, the high violence rates.
Ma'am,
It's just
ma'am, your homeland is full of orphans and baby mamas, ma'am. Stop it. Why are there orphanages all over your homeland?
No, my men marry my women.
No, they
I
don't.
can't say
Ma'am,
men.
your men marry children. The child marriage rate over there is through the roof. They marry
Child
kids.
marriage rate is banned in my
No,
country.
it's not.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not. No, it's not. What's your country, ma'am?
Oh, well, that's confidential.
Okay, it's not
You don't
confidential.
need to
No,
know
it's
that.
not. No, it's not. That child marriage is in epidemic proportions in your homeland. Y'all out there messing with them kids, messing with them babies. You can't say nothing about foundational Black Americans, ma'am. That's
Tariq, I want you to name.
Hey, we got 119 people in here and we got 60 likes. Can we run up them likes? Thumb up the video, y'all. Thumb up the video. Thumb up the video. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my sister Chick Hominy Root. Shout out to Sharon Lorette. Appreciate you sharing all the stuff on Twitter. Appreciate that. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Thumb up the video, hit the like button.
10 African countries.
Oh, I can name 10 restaurants that you need food from because you are over there starving in your homeland. McDonald's, Krispy Kreme, KFC, Jack in the Box, and Burger King. Now, why are you over there starving in your homeland?
I think you need to take on some advice from our skinny Africans and Americans, Black Americans. Put down.
Don't forget, we still supporting and pushing the dollar challenge. Dollar challenge where each and every one of you guys donate and support whoever platform in the Aboriginal FBH community with $1 for their time and content. You know what I'm saying? Support the dollar challenge. For those that want to know what a tag and cash out tag is, at the bottom right of the screen. It's at the bottom right of the screen. For those that want to donate through other platforms, I will have that link ticking on the screen. Let's continue the live stream. Support the channel, man. The dollar movement. Support the channel. Let me shout out to one of the brothers who have supported. Shout out to Roscoe Denson. Shout out to Roscoe Denson. He says supporting the dollar challenge. We appreciate all the support, y'all. We really do. Let's keep it going.
Man, stop it.
Put down the macaroni because you're fat as fuck.
Man,
and it's not
no,
good.
no, no. We're sexy. Our rib cages are not showing, man. You're over there with rib cage showing and flies all over, grown ass people with flies all over them, and you don't even have.
You hear what this nigga
can
said? He
name
killing her.
10 restaurants that you need food from because you are over there starving in your homeland. McDonald's, Krispy Kreme, KFC, Jack in the Box, and Burger King. Now, why are you over there starving in your homeland?
I think you need to take some advice from our skinny Africans and Americans, Black Americans. Put down the fried chicken.
Stop it.
Put down the macaroni because you're fat as fuck. And it's not good.
No. We're sexy. Our rib cages are not showing, man. You're over there with rib cage showing and flies all over, grown ass people with flies all over them, and you don't even have the strength to swat the flies away. You can't say nothing about foundational Black Americans, ma'am. Go ahead.
No, I really think for one, Tariq, for Black American men, we know that fat cells secrete estrogen, right? It actually explains why so many Black American men are so effeminate. You're fat and you need to decrease that. I'm actually trying to help you,
But ma'am,
we need to help the FBA community. They're in dire need of our help.
Ma'am, y'all skinny as hell with big stomachs. You're not going to give us any health advice when your stomach is sticking out and there's flies and worms crawling all around your stomach. How are you going to give us health advice? How are you going to do that, ma'am?
Tariq, kwashiorkor, which is the condition you're talking about, that hasn't been a thing since the 90s. I'm really sorry.
Ma'am, stop it. I see some of y'all come over here with them same stomachs. Stop it. Ma'am, please stop. You 100 pounds with a big old belly like Lizzo. Will you please stop? And you're not going to give us health advice. Okay? We're not going to do that, ma'am. You're really
the average
projecting.
Black American woman looks like a Lizzo. The average African woman looks like Naomi Campbell.
Oh, stop! Stop! No! You look You look like Naomi Camel, not Naomi Campbell. A Naomi Camel, a Nairobi Camel. Okay, that's what you meant. Not Naomi Campbell, a Nairobi Camel. That's what you look like. A Nairobi Camel. Strong face, skinny body, and a hump in your stomach. Okay, you're not going to sit here. Y'all have a lot of hatred for foundational Black American women. I notice a lot of you non-FBA women, y'all are real jealous of foundational Black American women. Y'all do this a lot. You're always taking jabs at foundational Black American women because our women are fly and they don't have their rib cages showing. Go ahead, ma'am. Nairobi Camel.
There's no need to lie, Tariq. Your own men don't even like your women. It's an international thing. We all know you hate women. You don't think they're beautiful. I can't say the same for African men. They're very masculine. They love their women and they protect them.
You mean the ones that were with Jussie Smollett, the ones who came over here and were blowing Jussie Smollett? You mean the big swole nigga who's dancing all over YouTube, popping his Gucci cat? Is that the masculinity you're trying to tell us, ma'am? Tell me more. Tell me more. There's a big Nigerian dude, buff as hell in booty shorts, popping his ass all over TikTok. Is that the masculinity you're telling me about, ma'am?
If you want to talk about Nigerians, you can talk about Nigerians versus Americans.
I'm just talking.
But you're making assumptions, right?
You're saying
you couldn't even identify the German flag. Why should I care about your opinion? You're dumb as hell.
But ma'am, you're sitting over there musty with cake, so projecting your insecurities about foundational Black American women who are flyer than you. Is that what you're mad at? The foundational Black American women are the epitome of Black womanhood around the world. When people think of Black women, they think of the Beyoncés and the Tyra Banks and the Whitney Houstons and the Toni Braxtons. And what
Hold on 1 second, you guys. Take a Sorry about that, you guys. Sorry about that. Let's get right back to it.
I'd rather be full of flies than look like the average FBA woman. I'm very sorry.
Ma'am.
I'd kill myself.
No, you wouldn't, ma'am. You wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Ma'am, foundational Black Americans are fly. And you're sitting over there. Y'all got cake soap all over the place. You're putting cake soap all over. You're trying to be white, which you will never be, with your insecurity complexes over there. Mad and jealous of foundational Black American women because you know that they're the most desired women on the planet. My foundational Black American sisters are the bomb, and they fight white supremacy. Y'all come over here bowing down to white supremacy. Y'all come over here jumping on TikTok with the first white man you can find, like little pickaninny mammies. Hello, ma'am.
If you run shit, why are you begging for your country to recognize that your lives matter?
Man,
Black
no,
lives matter, yeah? That's what you run shit.
no, I don't run anything, and neither do you. No Black person runs anything. We're all under the global system of white supremacy. We know that. But y'all sit over there talking about we ain't never been colonized, and you are economically colonized. That's why you're not in your homeland. Y'all play psychological games with yourself, and that's why your homelands are in shambles, right? Hello, ma'am.
No, we've been ruling our lands for a very long time, and you must be aware of the politicals. You're not smart enough to understand the political platform across African nations, but I can make a comment about Americans because it's actually not that hard.
Why is your homeland in shambles then? And then you had to flee. If it's so popping and you're running it, why are the people starving in your homeland?
Wait, you make a comment about fleeing, right? Why
don't y'all never answer that question? Black family in the room, FBA family. I want y'all to notice.
Yeah, she ain't gonna answer this because they all they doing is spewing projection and hate. And so this is how they feel on the regular. You know what I mean? Shout out to the couple brothers that support the channel. Shout out to Immortal Amaruan. You feel me? He said for the unmatched consistency. I appreciate that, man. I try to be very consistent, and thorough and methodical with this information. Shout out to Ivy for I'm broke, showing some love. Appreciate the dollar challenge, man. We all broke out here, man. That's how it is. You feel me? Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate all the support. Most important thing y'all can do is thumb up that video. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody that's supporting the channel with the dollar challenge. We appreciate all the support over here at Big Aboriginal Power Platform. Let's get it.
Wait, you make a comment about fleeing, right? Why
don't y'all never answer that question? Black family in the room, FBA family. I want y'all to notice they talk all of this stuff about what they're running, but when you ask them why people are running around there with their stomachs sticking out and rib cages showing and flies and bees around them and they're starving in the streets, they kind of run from that question. Why do y'all run from that question?
Why are they an overwhelming amount of Black American children in foster care? Why are there so many Black men in prison?
Ma'am.
More projection. Shout out to my brother Sean Yasharao. Sean Yasharao for the cash out donation. Appreciate you, little bro. I need to pull up on you too. You know what I mean? So we can work on what we said we was gonna work on for you too. I got you, big bro. Don't forget. I ain't forgot.
And flies and bees around them, and they're starving in the streets. They kind of run from that question. Why do y'all run from that question?
Why are they an overwhelming amount of Black American children in foster care? Why are there so many Black men in prison?
Ma'am, why do you run from the question of why your people over there starving in mass to the point where you have to flee?
Why do you run from the police?
Your people come over here and run from the police. All the criminal gangs that come over here from your homeland, ma'am, they're over here committing crimes, ma'am.
They swam across the Atlantic Ocean and they got there illegally and now are committing crimes.
Your people come over here. Yes, they do. They come over here committing all types of crimes and scams, ma'am. Yes, they do. Is your people doing all of that stuff?
According to the stats, I don't think so.
Yes, I think so, ma'am. Yes, I do. The same criminal stuff y'all were doing back home, y'all try to bring that over here to us. This is why we're differentiating ourselves from these groups so that your criminal class don't undermine us. That's why we're having this little purge conversation right now. We're
Tariq, you having a warrant out for your arrest. You have a sexual assault charge against you. And you talk to underage girls.
Stop. You're just saying anything now, ma'am. Okay, this is the lying and scamming immigrant personification stereotype, ma'am. Here you go projecting. It's your men over there marrying children. Y'all sit over there and you traffic your damn kids, and you come over here and try to point your finger to foundational Black Americans with that little filthy culture that you have over there that you don't fix. And then you have the nerve to speak ill of foundational Black Americans who are the moral compass of the world, man. We don't do that freaky, nasty stuff that you guys do over there that cause your homeland to fail.
Freaky, nasty, Ebola, monkey screwing, rat eating, starving belly, funky mouth ass Africans got the nerve to come over here and talk shit about the most influential people in the world. You guys, Black Americans, Aboriginal Americans, you are the most impactful, influential people on the planet.
Now, do we?
Hey, man, we need 200 people in here to share the live stream. Let's try to get 400, 500 people in this live stream today. We just getting it cracking. We ain't hit the 30-minute marker. Let's try to get 300-400 people in here.
I just want you to answer, why did you steal a prisoner?
Stop it, ma'am. Now you're just sitting here making up stuff. And this proves how thorough I am as a foundational Black American. The fact that you have to sit here and just make up stuff off the top of your head proves how thorough me and other foundational Black Americans are. But the fact that it's proven.
They don't even know what thorough means. They think it's a vegetable. No, nigga, we thorough. Solid, 100. You starving ass Africans gotta come over here and undermine us while also cloaking, acting like us when it's beneficiary to you. We're not allowing that to happen no more from you tethered buffer class. We can't allow that. American Aborigines, stand up, man. If you're a proud American Negro / Aborigines, drop that fire emoji in the chat. Drop that fire emoji in the chat. Let everybody know that you're standing up, man. Drop those fire emojis.
That your homeland is full of thieves, scam artists, and people starving because of your same cutthroat lying mentality. That is what the problem is. And let me be clear, I don't think you represent your culture. You're part of the problem. It's people like you that has harmed the masses in your homeland. Because there are good people over there, very good people. But little dirty, lying, conniving, musty little mammies, such as yourself. You're the problem there, and you wish to be the problem here, but we don't allow it. We're checking your must and foreheads at the door.
Facts. Checking must, starvation, and foreheads at the door. I know a lot of y'all about to be getting frontals and hiding them foreheads, but they got you. Smelling like cheetah pee. Smelling like hyena farts and cheetah pee.
Africans arrive in America, they outperform the FDA population by so much more. So what's
man, stop telling that lie to yourself. You couldn't outperform anything back home. The results are what you left at home. You couldn't perform anything at home. You don't come over here and do anything that we haven't done. You come over here and you do what? Get jobs. And then you brag about getting a damn job. How you got to go 1,000, 10,000 miles across an ocean for a day?
For a damn job. God, they kill them. How you got to drive 1 billion miles? How you got to drive 1 billion miles just to get a job? Yes. Coming over here smelling like last year's foo-foo and cheetah pee. Cheetah pee got to be some strong ammonia smelling shit. I can just imagine that shit.
And you brag about getting a damn job. How you got?
Motherfucker got the nerve to tell me when you in there breathing the same air as a hippo and an orangutan. Man, we ain't even on the same level of life. You're having struggling starvation problems from loose baboons. You understand me? We're getting deprived from the government. You understand? Who spend millions of dollars to control us. Y'all don't have shit. Y'all government don't even, man, listen, all y'all do is talk about the government.
Government, the government, it's the government, it's the government, the government, it's the government.
You niggas suck.
How you gotta go 1,000, 10,000 miles across an ocean for a damn job, and then you want to brag about a job? Do you know how you sound?
No, I'm just here to brag about African supremacy because in the way before the civil rights movement, while you were getting hung from trees, we had Africans coming to your universities to learn and go back home. So
while we was getting hung in trees, Africans was coming here to our universities, learning and going back home. Do you hear this nonsense? All that our ancestors getting hung in trees in the 1817, that shit is bullshit. Anybody that did their own genealogy done contradicted that history. The only time these people ever really physically put hands on us in the open was during Jim Crow. That's in the 1900s.
Do you know how you sound?
No, I'm just here to brag about African supremacy because in the way before the civil rights movement, while you were getting hung from.
She said today she's going to talk about African supremacy. Sounding like Mary Poppins and shit. Bitch, you is not scary. Sounding like Mary Poppins talking some gangster African liberation. Girl, if you don't go sit your Pepper the Pig sounding ass down.
Trees, we had Africans coming to your universities to learn and go back home. So,
ma'am, you're talking about Kenyans who came over here at the help of Dr. King and other Black activists who raised the money for them in Black churches. And Dr. King was the one who called universities to extend financial help for those Kenyans. So again, you're welcome. It was foundational Black Americans making that happen while we were getting hung in trees. We were getting hung in trees, but we were still helping your folks come over here and thrive. And listen to the disrespect.
As you right, Jay Hagar. These women in Africa get mutilated by the men. They are literally circumcising these women, cutting off clitoris and everything. And everything. That is straight brutal mutilation to y'all women. We could never. You feel me?
And Black family, this is what we're supposed to be having a Pan-Africanism type of vibe with. Is this what we're supposed to be caping for? Go ahead, ma'am. And by the way, your people over there in Libya being enslaved right now.
No, sorry. Unfortunately, unlike you, I was never a slave.
Yes,
my ancestors actually sold slaves to Arabs and.
Stop it. No, you're a wannabe Arab. Don't tell that lie. You're a wannabe Arab. You're one of these East African wannabe Arabs. You've been colonized mentally by the Arabs, and they take you up there to Libya and they enslave you, right?
Right, getting enslaved by the Libya government. Y'all just be singing a little song.
Government, the government, it's the government, it's the government, the government, it's the government.
Stupid ass.
You've been colonized mentally by the Arabs, and they take you up there to Libya and they enslave you right now to this day. They have y'all all over in the Middle East, buying and selling you all over the place right now. And you are ashamed to admit that. You're enslaved right this very minute, man. That's why you had to flee.
I'm not East African nor Muslim, so the assumptions that you're making, this is like I'm in an argument with like a third grader. It's actually quite disingenuous.
Man, you're so embarrassed of your homeland. That's why you won't admit where it is. You're too embarrassed. See, I'm not embarrassed.
See, this is the great thing about being a foundational Black American who didn't flee. There's no shame. My family survived one of the most traumatic experiences, and we are still here, and we're still fighting against the oppressive system. We didn't flee like punk bitches, and you're ashamed to even admit where you're from. So we're different. We're way different.
No, it doesn't change anything really because you just think Africa's just one big continent and we're all the same. So
No,
that's the point with having conversations with very uneducated, very ignorant FBAs.
We're not uneducated and ignorant to the point where we're shitting in the streets.
No, you got your cousins over there in Los Angeles, the homeless people shitting in the streets as we speak.
Ma'am, homeless people do not represent the population. The homeless people are people who are mentally ill for the most part. If you see a foundational Black American shitting, that's a mentally ill person on Skid Row. It's not a dude walking around as a lawyer who's taking the shit on the side of the road and then going to practice law like back in your homeland. Ma'am, you have higher ups just shitting in the streets in your homeland.
Literally pooping, and you have Asians beating on young African women and men and forcing them to do weird shit. You know what I mean? Like y'all pretty much the court gesture of y'all continent.
So that's a hell of a comparison, ma'am. Go ahead.
No, but you still haven't answered my one of my questions. Why did you steal a jail cell?
Oh, okay, stop it. You're not going to start lying and making up false narratives. We're not going to do that, ma'am. We're not going to do that because now you run out of troll material because you have insecurities that you're projecting. And don't project your thievery on me. A lot of you have scams and thieveries, and you're trying to project your thieving mentality onto me. Man, why did you steal cake soap? Why did you steal a burqa? Why did you steal a baby hyena and breed it with a pit bull?
These Africans ain't even in blackface. They so indoctrinated and got their head up the Arabs' ass. They trying to be Arab and white people. They put on white face. You see what I'm saying? They put on camel humps to try to fit in.
There's questions I have for you. You have a scamming, stealing, cutthroat mentality, and you're trying to project that onto me, ma'am. Now go ahead. Now let's wrap this up because now your whining and trolling is getting boring, just like the rest of your life. And
hey, before we continue, I want to say peace and blessings to the 360 people we got in the chat. I want to say peace and blessings, grand rising. This is your brother Aboriginal Power. This is the Wake and Bake Show. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, thumb up the video for my moderators and everybody to support the channel. Share the live stream. Share the live stream. For those who want to support the dollar challenge, the link's ticking across the screen. It's ticking across the screen. Appreciate all the support. Let's continue out. For those that's listening to my voice and can hear me loud and clear, drop those free emojis right now in the chat. Let me know that y'all can hear me loud and clear. Shout out to all my American Aborigines / FBA brothers and sisters in the chat.
Hyena and breed it with a pit bull. There's questions I have for you. You have a scamming, stealing, cutthroat mentality, and you're trying to project that onto me, ma'am. Now go ahead. Now let's wrap this up because now your whining and trolling is getting boring, just like the rest of your life. And
ain't no proud Aboriginal / FBA brothers and sisters in here because I don't see no fire emojis. I ain't seen none of them lights go up.
We have better things to do than talk to somebody sitting up here with cake soap and a big forehead, mad that foundational Black Americans look better than her, and you're sitting in a studio apartment waiting on the Postmates orders to come in. Now go ahead and say what you have to say so we can wrap it up.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, why did you steal an inmate's name?
Okay. So more lies. Okay, thank you, ma'am. I'm going to let you go ahead and enjoy your injera. Okay. Have a good day, ma'am. Okay. Oh, Lord, they just be saying anything.
Motherfuckers just be saying anything. You say, yeah, Tariq, we heard that you stole somebody's inmate name and you got a warning your name, you got an arrest warrant. What are you talking about? You babbling African. Do you work for the CIA, bitch? What are you talking about? You're just projecting. And it be these East Africans that look down on other Africans too. You know what I'm saying? They don't even like West Africans. They be thinking we West Africans, so they talk shit about us. Bitch, we Aborigines. We is not nothing like y'all. We created everything over this bitch. We built everything that Europeans, white Americans classify as their culture. This our shit. We're stamping it. Boop. We got the right nigga stamp on her. Boop. It's our shit, y'all. Stand up, man. We'll continue this live.
Lord. And I want y'all to notice how that vitriol, how they really have a lot of those women, they really got a bug in their ass about foundational Black American women. And I've been telling sisters about that for a long time over here. Those women have a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy, a lot of hatred for foundational Black American women. Because I've seen them for years. I've seen how some of these non-FBA women, they get around white dudes and they start talking crazy about sisters. I've been seeing that for a long time. And I'm glad she showed that type of get down. They really got a bug in their ass about that. They really have a problem with that. Because foundational Black Americans are fly. Foundational Black American women are the shit. And they know that. Foundational Black Americans are fly. The women are fly. And people revere foundational Black American women. But see, they like to try to talk about hood rats and baby mamas. They try to find the lowest common denominator or the lowest denominator and try to elevate that as the epitome of Black foundational Black American womanhood. And we have to correct them on that. See, I don't let them do that. I don't let them get in circles and try to talk greasy about FBA women because they don't have Rosa Parks. They don't have their...
Yeah, they don't have Madam C.J. Walkers. They don't have Sir Rectors. They don't got these prominent, known Black American women. Like, give yourself a pat on the back, FBA Aboriginal women. Y'all are the shit. Y'all fly. Y'all decent. Y'all the most copied in the world. You can't copy respect. Shout out to y'all. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Version of Harriet Tubman. They don't have their version of Coretta Scott King. They don't have their version of Betty Shabazz. The closest is South Africa, Winnie Mandela, and most South Africans are actually cool. That's another thing. Most of this crazy talk, you don't hear from South Africans. South Africans, generally for the most part, are actually very cool and they understand what the game is. But all of these other groups, they don't have their version of Dr. Francis Cress Welsing.
You know why they act closer to us? Because they went through apartheid just like we did. They had a Jim Crow just like we did. They went through a civil war just like we did. It's almost like the Mandela effect between South Africa and America. The North affects how the South of Africa is, and you see how it's an equal bond of calamity of trying to build a social status again. So that's what you see. You see what I'm saying?
Because you know that they're the most desired women on the planet. My foundational Black American sisters.
Shout out to brother MT Soul for the cash out donation, and shout out to the other brother or sister that sent the cash out donations. They want to stay anonymous. So appreciate to you guys. Appreciate the support. Support the Dollar Challenge. Support the Dollar Challenge, man. They cannot spew this hatred on us, man. We gonna, you know, like he said, the closest they got to our people is Winnie Mandela. You see what I'm saying? That's in South Africa.
And you're sitting over there, y'all got cake soap all over the place. You're putting cake soap all over. You're trying to be white, which you will never be, with your insecurity complexes over there, mad and jealous of foundational Black American women, because you know that they're the most desired women on the planet. My foundational Black American sisters are the bomb, and they fight white supremacy. Y'all come over here bowing down to white supremacy. All of y'all come over here jumping on TikTok with the first white man you can find, like little pickaninny mammies. Hello, ma'am.
If you run shit, why are you begging for your country to recognize that your lives matter?
Man, no, I don't run anything, and neither do you. No Black person runs anything. We're all under the global system of white supremacy. We know that. But y'all sit over there talking about we ain't never been colonized, and you are economically colonized. That's why you're not in your homeland. Y'all play psychological games with yourself, and that's why your homelands are in shambles. right? Hello, ma'am.
No, we've been ruling our lands for a very long time, and
Man,
you must be aware of the politicals. You're not smart enough to understand the political platform across African nations. But I can make a
why?
comment about
Okay,
Americans because
why
it's
is your
actually not
homeland?
that hard.
Why is your homeland in shambles then? And then you had to flee. If it's so popping and you're running it, why are the people starving in your homeland?
Like you make a comment about fleeing, right? Why don't you?
Why don't y'all never answer that question? Black family in the room, FBA family. I want y'all to notice they talk all of this stuff about what they're running, but when you ask them why people are running around there with their stomach sticking out and rib cages showing and flies and bees around them and they're starving in the streets, they kind of run from that question. Why do y'all run from that question?
Why are they an overwhelming amount of Black American children in foster care? Why are there so many Black men in prison?
Ma'am, why do you run from the question of why your people over there starving
on,
in
DJ
mass
Nip Tuck.
to the point where you have to flee?
Why do you run from the police?
Your people come over here and run from the police. All the criminal gangs that come over here from your homeland, ma'am, they're
DJ, pop on.
over here committing crimes, ma'am.
This link is strictly for DJ Tuckett. DJ Cut Tech. I don't know if I'm pronouncing
They swam across the Atlantic Ocean and they got there illegally and now are committing crimes.
Your people come
Wow,
over here. Yes, they do.
That's
over here.
grand.
They come over here committing all types of crimes and scams, man. Yes, they do. It's your people doing all of that stuff.
According to the stats, I don't think so.
Yes, I think so, ma'am. Yes, I do. The same criminal stuff y'all were doing back home, y'all try to bring that to us. This is why we're differentiating ourselves from these groups so that your criminal class don't undermine us. That's why we're having this little purge conversation right now. We're looking.
You have an warrant out for your arrest. You have a sexual assault charge against you. And you talk to underage girls.
You're just saying anything now, ma'am. Okay, this is the lying and scamming immigrant personification stereotype, ma'am. Here you go projecting. It's your men over there marrying children. Y'all sit over there and you traffic your damn kids, and you come over here and try to point your finger to foundational Black Americans with that little filthy culture that you have over there that you don't fix. And then you have the nerve to speak ill of foundational Black Americans who are the moral compass of the world, man. We don't do that, freaky.
We don't do that. We don't do that. Becky, drop a bomb.
The nasty stuff that you guys do over there that cause your homeland to fail. Now, do we?
I just want you to answer, why did you steal a prisoner?
Stop it, ma'am. Now you're just sitting here making up stuff. And this proves how thorough I am as a foundational Black American. The fact that you have to sit here and just make up stuff off the top of your head proves how thorough me and other foundational Black Americans are. But the fact that it's proven that your homeland is full of thieves, scam artists, and people starving because of your same cutthroat lying mentality. That is what the problem is. And let me be clear, if you represent your culture, you're part of the problem. It's people like you that has harmed the masses in your homeland. Because there are good people over there, very good people. But little dirty, lying, conniving, musty little mammies, such as yourself, you're the problem there, and you wish to be the problem here, but we don't allow it. We're checking your must and foreheads at the door. Go ahead, man.
No, when Africans arrive in America, they outperform the FBA population by so much more. So,
ma'am, stop telling that lie to yourself. You couldn't outperform anything back home. The results are what you left at home. You couldn't perform anything at home. You don't come over here and do anything that we haven't done. You come over here and you do what? Get jobs. And then you brag about getting a damn job. How you got to go 1,000 10,000 miles across an ocean for a damn job. And then you want to brag about a job. Turn the microphone on.
Then by the real one up, what's good?
For y'all, how they really have, a lot of those women, they really got a bug in their ass about foundational Black American women. And I've been telling sisters about that for a long time over here. Those women have a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy.
They got a lot of envy and hatred towards you, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Listen, the American Negro, the Aboriginal American, the FBA, stand up. Y'all the most impactful people on the planet. I don't know how many times I can say that. Stand up. Drop them fire emojis if y'all proud to be an American. Drop them bombs, man. DJ, cut that shit.
A lot of hatred for foundational Black American women, because I've seen them for years. I've seen how some of these non-FBA women, they get around white dudes and they start talking crazy about sisters. I've been seeing that for a long time, and I'm glad she showed that type of get down. They really got a bug in their ass about that. They really have a problem with that, because foundational Black Americans, foundational Black American women are the shit.
Boy, 100,000 miles, that's a hell of a ride, ain't it? To go get a damn job. That's a hell of a ride just to go get a damn job and to act like us, only to talk shit about us. Y'all are pathetic. Y'all can never, ever put yourself on our level. We are here in America, still building. That's a fact. These Africans are starving and they're running to America. They're starving and running to America. Ain't that shit funny? That shit is so pathetic. Pathetic. That's why we cutting the ties with any foreigner blacks that's not standing up for Aboriginal Americans / FBA. If you're not here to elevate us and strictly for us, then we not for y'all. We cutting ties off with y'all foreign blacks. We don't need your help. You don't need your ally support. You're here for the white man. You're his ally. You're here for their support. You didn't come here because we asked you. You begged the white man. Grabbed a hold to his leg and asked him to come to Africa.
And they know that.
And he gave you a grant. He gave you some duties. And he told y'all what to do.
Black Americans are fly. The women are fly. And people revere foundational Black American women. But see, they like to try to talk about hood rats and baby mamas. They try to find the lowest common denominator or the lowest denominator and try to elevate that as the epitome of Black foundational Black American woman.
Hey, cool kid 52. Listen, this ain't no acting, little bitch. This how I really am in real life. I don't act. I'm not faking a front. I'm not lying. This is how I really act. So put it together, man.
Good. You know, we have to correct them. See, I don't let them do that. I don't let them get in circles and try to talk greasy about FBA women, because they don't have Rosa Parks. They don't have their version of Harriet Tubman. They don't have their version of Coretta Scott King. They don't have their version of Betty Shabazz. The closest is South Africa, Winnie Mandela, and most South Africans are actually cool. That's another thing. Most of this crazy talk, you don't hear from South Africans.
Shout out to Andrea in the chat. Shout out to Cool Kid. Shout out to Jan. Shout out to Big Chief. Shout out to G Mac. Shout out to Six God. Shout out to Immortal Amaru, and shout out to everybody in the chat that's supporting the channel, man. I appreciate everybody supporting the movement. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and share the live stream. Go make a post on Twitter, TikTok at me. You feel me? Shout out to everybody that's donating. Shout out to the last person that just donated. They want to stay anonymous. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys for supporting the channel. For those that want to support the channel, the link and tags is ticking across the screen. Make sure y'all drop those fire emojis so y'all can hear me loud and clear. Let's continue this live stream. Becky, drop a bomb.
generally, for the most part, are actually very cool and they understand what the game is. But all of these other groups, they don't have their version of Dr. Francis Crestos. They don't have their version of Beyonce shit. They don't have their versions of none of that. So there's a lot of vitriol and jealousy. Yeah. Hold on one second. Okay. All right. Let's get some more people in here. All right. Let's get some more people in here. And another thing, some of y'all non-FBA people, please stop walking into stereotypes. Don't just come in making up lies. Please don't be the stereotype. I don't want y'all to walk into these stereotypes. Don't be the lying, scamming immigrant stereotype. Just get that stereotype off you. Please don't walk into that. Just sitting up lying and scamming and just making up stuff. Stop that. That's a really bad characteristic that y'all got to shake. Let's get Ty in here. Let's get our brother Ty. All right, what's up, Ty? Turn your microphone on.
Then brought a real one up. What's good?
What's up, brother? How you doing, sir?
Chilling, man. Another beautiful night, Mr. Tariq Nasheed. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind, brother?
Hey, let me tell you what's on my mind, man. I've been, hosting these spaces for a couple of days now. I've been in a few of Mel's spaces, of course, Sonny. Shout out to the whole tribe. I see it for what it is, man. It's jealousy. That's what it is.
Real talk.
Jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Let me build up on that. I had held a space earlier, and, they going to keep talking, Tariq Nasheed this, Tariq Nasheed that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, y'all niggas crazy, bro. You feel me? Y'all in our space. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how many Nigerian political spaces are there? You feel me? Is there a Nigerian Tariq Nasheed that we over here meat eating? No. Get the fuck off this man, bro. Let this man do what the fuck he doing. They want to be over here in our shit, in America shit, you know what I'm saying? Talking about what the fuck we got going on. Tariq Nasheed this and black people that and FBA this. Like, what the fuck? We not over there in Nigeria worried about y'all, bro. What the fuck?
And we don't go and notice, Ty, we don't go in none of their pages. We don't be all in their clubhouse rooms. We don't be in that. We don't care. We got other fish to fry. We don't give a shit.
That same shit, bro. They host Nigerian spaces every day. You feel me?
Right.
With straight Nigerians, we not in them spaces telling them, oh, y'all should do this, y'all should do that. Who the fuck do shit like that? What type of shit is that? Imagine we going to Nigeria and we telling them, oh, y'all not from this, y'all need to start doing that. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Watch your lip, bro. When I come to your house, it's love. You feel me? It's respect. When you come to my house, show the same love, show the same respect. Stand that shit, bro.
Real talk. My man, but thank you so much, Ty, man. I appreciate it.
That's why I say, man, we gotta hit the horn sometimes and let everybody know that we standing up as Aboriginal Americans, man. Hit that horn for one time, DJ, man. Let them know what's going on, man. You understand me? Stand up. Let's keep it going.
Brother, that's Brother Ty. Let's get some more folks in here. Let's get Seb's World. Let's get Seb's World in here. Seb's World. Jamaican Seb's World with the Jamaican flag. All right, Seb, turn your microphone on.
How you doing, Drew?
And we got some other. How are you?
I'm amazing. Amazing every day.
No doubt. What's on your mind, brother?
You see me, I'm one of those people putting hashtag cancel Tariq Nasheed.
Oh shit, shots fired.
Okay. So, am I canceled?
Yes, no, sir? Of course not.
Oh. Okay. So what's canceling me?
I don't think you should have a platform to speak to anyone on a mass scale.
That nigga said he don't think he should have a platform to speak. Who are you, sir? Fuck out of here. Stupid motherfucker. Make a nigga laugh at your stupid ass. Everybody laughing at you talking about you should have a platform.
Stupid. Now, why is that?
This speaks hateful rhetoric.
Such as what?
I mean, if you look through my timeline, I've already posted numerous examples of things that you said, which are complete fallacies.
Or like what? Okay, slow down. Let's slow walk this. Now name one that I said that was a fallacy, Mr. Set.
Okay, you said Beyonce is an FBA woman.
Yes, she is.
Okay, so you
More babbling. Guess they cut that bullshit short a little bit. Let's get it.
look, for the sake of this, you can have your lineage.
Okay.
He said, for the sake of this conversation, you can have your lineage. Nigga, what? That's like the motherfucking Westbrook meme. Nigga, huh? What? You gonna let you can't dictate who the fuck we are and what or whatnot we can have far as lineage wise. You're not even in a position of power. You're a starving, fleeing African that fled your homeland. You see what I'm saying? And you gonna tell me that we okay?
How are you going to tell me and other FBAs about our lineage? How does that work?
Look, for the sake of this, you can have your lineage.
Okay, but you're not giving me anything. You're not giving me permission to understand and acknowledge my lineage. You're not in a position of power. You're just a powerless troll.
Okay, you can say that. You can say.
Okay, no, sir. Let's calm down. Who are you to tell foundational Black Americans who we are? Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm somebody whose page you're on, and you booty popping to get on my page to get attention.
I can leave. I can leave now. I don't care about your page.
Yes, you do.
I really don't. I really don't.
Yes.
Yo, this nigga really sound like Pepper the Pig. I don't know if y'all got kids or not, but damn, this nigga sound like Peppa Pig. Pepper the Pig, man. Oh, this nigga weak as hell.
You hear whining like a woman
No,
on my page.
you don't tell me what.
Yes, sir. I'm your daddy right now, sir. I'm your Black FBA daddy. And you're whining on my page like a submissive.
You have a trigger finger where you...
Sir, I'm your daddy. And you're the woman right now. And you're probably laying on your stomach.
That nigga Murray Poppins.
Talking. You're in a submissive position. You're running around talking about it.
Yeah, you want to go speak to my dad and say that to his face? You want to say that to his face?
Yes, I would. I would first take the oxtails out of his mouth, and then I would say that to his face. I would say,
all right, come to London and say that.
Okay, I would tell your dad that, sir, you raised a little baby bitch. I would tell him that.
Okay, come to London. I'm giving you an invite. I'll pay for your ticket. Come to London and say that to my dad's face.
Sir, first of all.
No, I dare you. I triple dare you.
Hey, Tariq Nasheed like banned from Europe or London? I think he got banned from London not too long ago.
Come to London, say that to his face.
Sir, I'm not.
I dare you. I dare you.
Okay, first, sir, you have an English accent. You are not tough sounding at all. Let me be very clear. You do not sound.
Okay, but come to London and say that to my dad's face.
Sir, I will say it to your dad's face, and I will say it to your face.
Okay, so come here and do it.
Sir, what will you do about it? What are you going to do?
I'm not going to do anything, but come to London and say that to my dad's face.
Okay, sir.
Who I am, unlike you.
No, you're not. You're up here trying to
This is who I am. This is who I am.
Well, sir, eat you some English muffins and wipe your Bucci cat and take your ass on somewhere.
Why would I do that? Why would I?
I don't want to listen to some dude whine. Okay? Non-FBA men are the whiniest dudes on the planet. Y'all dudes whine too much. What the hell is wrong with these submissive non-FBA dudes who go up under other men whining all the time? I see why a lot of these non-FBA women run to white.
DJ, get that number in the back.
Y'all have too many whiny ass men in your culture. I've never seen men whine like non-FBA dudes. The bitch made spirit of a lot of these dudes. Man, y'all whine too much to other men, whining for attention. Go find you a nice fella to snuggle up with, man. We ain't on that over here. Let me get some more people in here. My goodness. All right, let's try Mushin Boy again. Let's try him again. Let's try.
And like I said, this is just not about one particular group. This is about all foreign groups, all foreign groups throughout America that's undermining us here. All foreign groups. You understand me? We can't allow that. We gotta cancel that. You understand me? Let's get it going, man. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
All right, let's try Mushin Boy again. Let's try him again. Let's try Mushin Boy again. Now, Mushin Boy, turn your microphone on, sir.
Yeah, how you doing, Tariq? What's going on?
I'm good, Mushin Boy. Now, where are you calling from, my friend?
New Jersey. Well, I'm Nigerian.
Now, how long you been in New Jersey, sir?
7 years.
7 years. Okay.
Yes.
What's on your mind? Go ahead.
So I used to have a kind of different opinion, when I'm listening to you. But you said something today that you said you work with Africans and Caribbeans and all of that black folks, but you just don't. You just have problems with just the people who have different opinion about you, right?
I have no. I have a problem with the sellout class.
Okay.
That's who I have a problem with. The people who sat over there in your homeland and undermined you,
Mm-hmm.
and those are the same ones who come over here with that garbage with us. I have a major problem with them because I'm not going to let them undermine us. But go ahead.
Right, I understand. And I really don't think everyone feels that way about you guys, but I'm gonna just say this. So just like we study every day and we learn every day, I'm just knowing new information about black folks being here right before slavery, American
Right.
Indians and all that kind of stuff. That's new information to me. So that's why
Okay.
I always try to listen.
Okay.
And also, you said a lot of things about Africans fleeing their countries.
Yes.
Yes, that's correct in a sense, because
Right.
yeah, that's correct.
It's correct. It's true. Let's not play games.
Yeah,
People flee.
yeah.
They're fleeing these countries. They're getting the hell out and ain't going back. Let's be real. That's real.
That's correct. Anyone who doesn't want to say the truth, that's how they feel. But that's the fact. And the reason is because most people said the same thing, and the government, and you always respond, okay, so if it's the government, why don't you guys stay over there and fix your country, right?
Okay.
So the thing is that we have a place to run to, which is coming to the US. If when we have problems in the country and the government is not doing everything the way it's supposed to, right? And we have a place to run to, and it's go ahead.
Yeah, you have a place because we help you have a place to run to.
Yes,
we created a space for you to run to.
Yes, I understand.
Right.
That's correct. Okay. Now, the problem is that I think there is a disconnect between Africans and foundational Black Americans, because this has been going on for like years, where it's just like we don't really fuck with each other. So some people do.
Hold on just a second.
Between Africans and other damn Africans. That's where the disconnect Black Americans. That is incorrect. There is a disconnect between Africans and other damn Africans. That's where the disconnect
That's
is.
also
Sir.
a fact.
The
Okay?
disconnect is between y'all over there, a gazillion of you. Nobody's on code. Y'all got all of these tribal beasts. Y'all do not click up and connect with each other, and you get dominated and decimated by the white supremacists and the Asians. Y'all, it ain't us. Y'all don't come over here focusing.
And them Asians come over here try to ride our shit too, but we ain't docile. And they try to include them over here with us, calling them minority groups. They call them minority groups. Let me turn this look. Let's get to this other part of the bill.
Here caping for this woman. They're looking out for each other. Now, let's be clear. Black people have been thrown in jail for longer than that for small amounts of weed. Black folks get thrown in jail for minor than that. This woman killed somebody, and they're sitting up here coddling this woman. Family, the warfare is on with us. This is anti-Black warfare. All you Black people running around here talking about some damn stop Asian hate. And these Asian anti-Black racists get on code with these white supremacists against us. Silly Negroes. This is why we were clowning silly Negroes running around here with that stop Asian hate nonsense. Taking on a weak front with these anti-Black racists. Now, this same judge, they got a brother who's an activist out there in Minnesota. They put a brother in jail without bail, calling him a Black Lives Matter protester, talking about he was threatening and intimidating that same judge. All right, there's a brother in jail now on with no bail, talking about he was intimidating the judge. Kim Potter trial, BLM protester accused of intimidating the judge, held without bond as Dante Wright's case starts. Now, this was some months ago. They said that this brother was intimidating the judge because he was talking about holding the judge accountable. This Asian wannabe white supremacist, Regina Chu. So family, this is the coalition right here. These folks have joined in with the white supremacists against us. Black family, there is no minority coalition. I want us to get this nonsense out of our heads. This is all about foundational Black Americans. We're on our own. We need to act like it. We need to take on a unified front with each other. Stop playing around and
That's what I'm saying. Finally, somebody agreed with Big Al Power. It's over with. We coming together, man, and we can't stop. Listen, we got 450 people in here. I'm gonna show y'all how strong we is together. We got 450 people in here. Y'all hit this like button, and I need all 400 of y'all to go share the live stream. Let's bring 800 people in this live stream. Let's bring 800 people in this live stream. We standing up, man. Shout out to the FBA Aboriginal brothers and sisters that's getting on code. I see it. Drop those fire emojis. Let's continue to listen to this live.
Understand the situation we're in. Stop marching, stop twerking, stop booty popping, stop looking for these non-existent allies. We don't have them. These folks are against us, and it's up to us to produce justice. There is no people of color minority coalition. Don't let nobody sit here and compare.
Yeah, we don't have no help. We ain't no allies. Ain't no colored, black and brown, colored, coordination, minority coalition. None of that. It's just us. We are all we got, you guys. Literally, that's my slogan. Been my slogan since 2018. We all we got, y'all.
Share these other groups with you. Family, the reason why this stuff goes down like this is because they see that many Black people are scared. We have to take on a unified front. When Black people are out here caping for the likes of Joe Rogan and making excuses for anti-Black racism, that is viewed as weakness. So they know that they can turn up the gas on us. Family, this is why it's dangerous for Black people to be out here caping for the Joe Rogans, caping for people who is spewing anti-Black racism out here. All right, it's very dangerous to do that because it looks weak. When you look weak.
Make sure y'all support the channel, man. Let me shout out Suda Natural. Shout out Suda Natural. for the cash out donation, and shout out to Nasheed Tariq for the cash out donation as well. We appreciate the support, honestly. We appreciate all the support. You know what I'm saying? Support the channel, y'all. If y'all want to send a link or send a donation, links at the bottom of the screen. The most important way you can support the channel is hit the like button and to share the live stream. Hit the like button. I can't emphasize that enough. Hit the like button, y'all. And shout out to Suda Natural and Nasheed Terry once again.
Turn the gas up on us. You understand? We're going to have to be more thorough in producing justice for ourselves. These white supremacists are turning up in these courtrooms. They're turning up in these schools on our children. Y'all seen the video, and I'm not going to play it, of this white kid bullying this black kid, got into a fight with him. Him and the black kid is fighting. The police show up, the white race soldiers show up, and they immediately cuff the black kid and leave the white one alone. These people are operating on a common law, ladies and gentlemen. The common law is white supremacy. This whole thing is that all we have to do is not commit these crimes. Family, these folks pick and choose what they determine is a crime or not. The laws that's on paper mean nothing to these white supremacists. They operate on a common law. They said, okay, yeah, we know what the law is for you niggers. And on paper, the laws on the books.
White Lodges 101. You're not blocked, brother. I see your comment. You understand me? Thinking space, personal email. What are you talking about? Tariq and AP, heads of work, boot. What? Boy, y'all trolls. Hey, but listen, even the trolls, hit the like button. Support the channel. Share the live stream. Appreciate everybody for tapping in for sure. Let me shout out the rest of the people who have took their time out to donate. Shout out to Julius Lovejoy. And if y'all want to donate and stay anonymous, just say within the donation comment, say you want to stay anonymous. Shout out to Leonardo. Shout out to big brother Leonardo. Appreciate all the support. Hey, can we get the chat flooded out with some fire emojis right quick? Let's flood the chat out with some fire emojis if you can hear me loud and clear. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to use these laws on books to throw the book at you Negroes. But when it comes to a white person harming a black person, we're going to use the common law. The laws on the books don't really apply to these people because we're white and we want to be white and we say so. Black people, understand, all of these groups are against us. All of these groups are perfectly fine.
I've been telling people that. Even the ones, it's the ones that's really closer to you, that's not from here, but come over here and act like y'all. So, you know, I got to keep it real. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in the islands. Shout out to y'all. But it's a lot of them over there that's indoctrinated, that's not getting on code as well. They come over here and undermine us. We do got some strong stand-up, Aboriginal base, foundational base brothers and sisters in the island. So shout out to y'all. We definitely not talking about y'all. We just calling out the coons and the terrorists that come over here.
Playing second fiddle and flunkies to the white supremacists. Please get that in your heads. Black folks, we have to look out for our children. I'm gonna play you this video of a school, I forgot where it is, but a white PE coach started gappling up this black student. Let me find that. And luckily the PE coach got arrested. The PE coach got arrested for beating up this black kid. Hold on, let me find it real quick. I got a lot of stuff going on here. Hold on, I don't want to show that. Let me find that video. Right here. This video here. Now look at this. There's no audio for it, but as you see, hold on. The white coach is grabbing the kid, throwing. This is a 14-year-old black kid, pushing them all up against the wall, beating up on this 14-year-old black kid. Now this white guy, his name is Colin McNally, 58 years old, PE teacher. Benjamin N. Cardozo High School. I don't know what, oh, that's in Queens. That's actually in Queens. Family, when you see suspected white supremacists beating up on black children like that, we're supposed to pull up on these folks. It's supposed to be pull up fall, pull up winter, and pull up summer. You pull up on them folks. You pull up on them people for harming your children. You are supposed to pull up on them people when they do cowardly stuff like that, and you produce justice. You have to police these folks. This whole thing where law enforcement is getting on this white supremacist code and allowing black children to be abused. Now, they arrested this guy or whatever. They're going to probably give him some little slap on the wrist charges. But listen, we are supposed to step to this guy. You don't allow your children to be beat up and harmed like this. We have to protect our babies. It is that simple. We are going to have to drop out of the system. We got to stop playing this game where we're waiting on politicians, we're waiting on the race soldiers within law enforcement to do what they're supposed to do. We are going to have to produce justice. We're going to have to be the justice system.
And that's a fact. We really do. We're going to have to start taking ownership to that shit. You see what I'm saying? We too strong together to let anybody else dictate to how we operate. You understand? So let's get to it. Let's get to a nice little bit. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Yeah.
A minute. Can y'all hear me? Raise your hand if you can hear me. If you can hear me, raise your hand. Because last night I was talking and I was on mute and didn't even know I was on mute. I was talking forever and I was on mute. But yeah, I'm talking about rappers, man. Some of the legendary rappers, Melly Mel, Foundational Black American. Big Daddy Kane, Foundational Black American. The legendary, the God MC, Rakim, Foundational Black American. Nasir Jones, Foundational Black Americans. Scarface, Foundational Black American. These are my top 5 people I'm talking about here. Ice Cube, Foundational Black American. But let's get into Rakim and Nas for a minute. Those are usually in everybody's top 2. Rakim and Nas. And the thing about their flow, these guys, their family comes from jazz backgrounds. Rakim's family was into jazz. And if you understand jazz music is really about a lot of real intricate syncopation in notes, being very fluid and syncopated with notes, understanding how to ride a beat. If you can really get the grasp of jazz, you can really understand syncopation when it comes to music, riding a beat, riding the notes, going in and out, flowing. And Nas and Rakim, they come from the jazz backgrounds, which is foundational Black American music. So this is why most of them are non-FBA. Let's keep it up.
Yeah, a lot of these people are.
The accents, these aren't even Southern accents. I've talked about that many times. A lot of the way these dudes talk, that's not a real Southern accent. It's like these dudes who come from immigrant backgrounds who try to sound like a Southerner. And it's a real, almost a pidgin type of dialect. It's real different from a Southern accent. Listen, I lived in the South, and Black people in the South don't talk like Kodak Black and 21 Savage. Back in the day, no Black person talked like that.
Hey, that's so true, though. That's so true. I never heard no real Black Americans that's foundational, in Florida sound like Kodak Black. All 21 Savage. That's so true.
I want you to look at old footage of like the civil rights movement and listen to how they were talking. Black people in the South, even though they had a country twang, they still sounded intelligent. You understand? And I'm not trying to dump on any of these guys or whatever. I don't know, what educational, the deficiencies they might have. I don't know. I'm not trying to pick on these guys, but a lot of what's going on now, it gets dumped on, okay, these country niggas, no, that ain't even country. That's something else. That's another country. So this is why we have to understand where these folks come from and really understand how people try to emulate our culture and emulate it in a...
He said, that ain't country, nigga. That's another country.
negative aspect. So this is why we have to understand how important it is for us to uphold foundational Black American culture so that it will not be degenerated. Because what happens is people come over and engage in degenerate behavior and it all just gets dumped on us and it all becomes Black culture. And most of the stuff don't even come from us. It comes from non-FBA folks. It's introduced to us. If you look at a lot of negative things that happens in our society now, look at where it comes from. Take a good look at it and really trace where it comes from. When people talk about drugs in the community, where are those drugs coming from? We didn't have a lot of drugs in our community before 1965. Notice right after 65 is when things got weird in foundational Black American society. There's a reason all of that stuff happened after 65. Because of all these other influences start hitting us. And a lot of it was negative influences. We got to be very real about that. We got to be very real about that. Let me get some more people in here. Right? Let's get some more folks in here. Raise your hand if you want to get on. If your microphone is ready, raise your hand. Now, Leopold, I've had you in here before. You were low-key trolling, Leopold. I think I remember giving you that word. What's up, Leopold? Now, Leopold, I've had you in before. And Leopold, you want to turn your microphone on.
Hello.
All right, Leopold, what is on your mind?
Well, since the topic is ask you anything, we're not troll. You say reparations all the time. You're talking about.
Here go another foreigner pocket watching. Here they go again. Here go another foreigner pocket watching us. You know what I'm saying? Don't want us to get reparations. Don't want us to get restitution, which is what the Aboriginal Negroes owed.
Males, and are you going to hold them accountable for all the broken homes that they've created in the white community, in the Asian community, in the Hispanic community?
Okay, I'm muting your mic, Leopold, because your brakes in your Uber is very loud. Okay, you got to get the noise together, Leopold. All right, Leopold, can you get the noise together? That noise was very annoying in the background, sir.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you, sir. Now, Leopold, why do you have a problem with foundational Black American men?
I don't. I'm just saying that with the Black males in America.
With the foundational Black American men, why do you have a problem with
that? Not all of them. It's just most of them in general. But there's Black men of other cultures who do that. Anyway, should they get reparations for all the destruction they're causing? Would it be fair to you?
So you're saying foundational Black American men cause destruction?
Yes.
So does that include you?
Well, leaving me out of it, we're talking about the single mother rate in the white.
But you're a Black male, so aren't you a part of that?
I don't have single mothers and broken homes. I'm talking about the products of that. I guess.
But you're a black male. You said it's a black male problem. So since you are a black male, what's wrong with you?
Well, you're trying to take this to another place. I'm talking about what should be done.
Sir, no. I'm not trying to take it to another place. You said that black males are a problem. You are a black male. So what is your problem? Why are you like this?
The problem is black males. You choose these.
Wait, you are a black male, sir. You too are a black male. Why do you keep saying you black males like you aren't one yourself? Or what do you consider yourself, Mr. Leopold?
That's only my alias, but as an individual, I'm speaking from my experience.
Okay. First of all, you are a black male. Or do you consider yourself something else? Let's be clear on that.
I'm one person.
What race do you consider yourself?
Technically, I'm mixed race, I guess. I didn't want to reveal that, but whatever.
Okay. If you're too ashamed to reveal what your racial background is, you're not even qualified to speak on another race of people at all. Or you're not even qualified to speak on your own race because it seems self-health issues, right?
I can speak on this, absolutely.
But sir, you're ashamed to even admit to what race you are, which you are a black man. I can tell you're a black man. But you're too ashamed to even admit and acknowledge that, sir. So why is that? Sounds like you have some issues of your own, sir.
For an issue that affects me, I have a right to talk on this, which is what I'm going to do.
Okay, so if black males are the problem and you are a black male, what is the problem with you?
The problem is you've created broken homes as a black males because your culture has normalized.
And why do you contribute to that culture as a black male?
Well, if you're going to call me a black male, I have not contributed to any of that.
But you're a black male, so how you said black males contribute to it, and that would include you, right?
I don't contribute to that. I'm talking about the black males that do.
And I don't either. So, but you're saying that I'm responsible, so if I'm responsible, you're responsible.
And you know that white women have a high rate of single motherhood now because of you black males.
Then why are you knocking up white women, sir?
I'm saying the recent trend. So other races of women are now suffering from what you've been doing. Guys have been doing.
Why are you making them suffer, my black brother? Why are you making these white women and other women suffer?
I'm just trying to tell you that if this is what you guys are going to do, you have to not talk about reparations.
But sir, you're doing the same thing as a black man. If it's a black problem, you're doing it too. So why are you knocking up white women and other women and leaving broken homes as a black?
These niggas said since you don't treat your women right, you shouldn't be talking about reparations. Listen, these foreigners are going to drop dead die once you get money and restitution paid. These other countries are going to be teed off. We're going to have to be already unified as soon as they give it to us, before they give it to us. We already get on cold, so that's a start. But these people are going to be teed off once we get what's owed to us. I want y'all to know that. This is serious.
Black man, sir, why are you doing that?
I see what you're doing.
What am I doing? You said it. You said black men are doing all of this stuff. You are a black man. So why are you doing it? Give me an explanation, sir.
The way you're talking, you have a very particular way of throwing somebody off when
I'm not trying
to get to their point.
I'm just using logic.
I had concise points.
Mr. Lord Leopold. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm being very logical. Logically, you're talking about yourself based on logic. So if you're saying black men are a problem, the logical question, this has nothing to do with me personally or you personally, but logically speaking, you would be a part of that problem. So I'm asking you, if you are part of the problem, let me know what me and your problem is, because we're in this together as black men.
You need to give me some reparations.
Okay.
And black males need to give me reparations.
So we need to give each other reparations, right?
You need to give me twice the reparations.
Why twice? Why? Are you double black? Well, what do you mean?
You have absolutely caused carnage, absolute destruction, pain, and suffering. And there needs to be a price paid for that.
So how much should you pay?
This nigga said we have done carnage to the world. Black people has caused so much distraught to the world, you know what I'm saying, that we owe them. Bitch, we don't even go nowhere around the world. And if we causing distraught or harming you, it's because you're here in America. If you don't want to be feeling like this, then leave. Go back home. You used to flee somewhere else. Flee somewhere else.
Well, personally, I think it's a government issue. It's not a money issue.
So you're all over the place, Leopold. I don't know
For you,
he said it's a government issue.
You should pay reparations.
Government. The government, it's the government, it's the government, the government, it's the government, it's.
That nigga said it's a government issue.
You black males.
You too. How much should you pay, sir?
I'm not paying you shit. I think.
But you're a black male. You said black males should give reparations. You're a black male. So why are you exempt as a black male?
I'm not exempt, but I need reconciliation.
Let me ask you, Leopold.
Damage.
Leopold.
That you call it.
Leopold, are you LGBT?
I do what I want.
Okay. And I'm not disparaging your lifestyle. I'm not. I respect everybody's lifestyle. Do you think that you, being LGBT, are distinct from the rest of Black society? Because I notice a lot of Black LGBT people think that they are something outside of normal Black society. They think that they are almost a different type of ethnic group based on their sexuality. Would that kind of be accurate?
Well, I'm mixed, so I'm not just a black male. I'm speaking from an objective perspective.
Okay, hold on, no, sir. Okay, we've established that it's safe to say that you have an alternative lifestyle. Now, what are you mixed with, sir? Because mixed still means black, but what are you mixed?
Yes, Rashad, this is live. Raheem Mobley, this is live, bro.
With, sir.
Hit the subscribe button.
Well, I'm half Asian.
Okay. So, and your mother is Asian and your dad is what? Oh, wait a minute. I talked to you before. I remember you. I did talk to you before.
Yeah.
Yes, you were the one.
I was reminding you that you're not foundational.
Right. So your mother is Filipino, right?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Hold on. Yeah, this is live, big brother. Big brother chat. Mobley. Yeah, it's live. Yeah.
So yeah, you're an LBGT guy and you had issues with your father. You have a lot of hatred for your father, and you were kind of projecting that hatred you had for your father, sir. And your father was probably unfortunate.
He does.
He what?
Black males act like he does because that's your culture.
But you're still a black male. You're not Filipino.
And you rotate women around, and you do it vindictively.
Well, that's what dad did that to your mother.
I've seen it. You do this so you can harm the offspring, so you can make them.
Sir, your dad did that to your mother, and you got to get over those issues with your dad. The government.
Listen, E, don't be hating, G. We getting on code. This is the Aboriginal platform. And it's just so happened that the FBA brothers and sisters is getting on code and we locking in. So you must be a foreign tether or a coon agent. You either a foreign tether, E, or you're a coon agent. Which one it is? So we got proud FBA and Aboriginal brothers and sisters in here right now. Matter of fact, all the proud FBA brothers and sisters in here right now, drop a fire emoji. Let them know you in here. Yeah, man, let's go.
Because you're projecting that hate onto yourself. You're taking it out on you. You're really trying to project it onto me and other black men, but that hurts you. Your dad, was banging all those women and didn't nurture you, and then you had to have an alternative lifestyle, and you kind of blame your dad for that. And that's a fair emotion to have.
You are the leader of this movement of the black males.
I'm not. No, calm down. Now you don't just start talking. I'm trying to have a therapy session with you, sir. I'm trying to have a therapy session with you. I'm not a leader of any movement. I'm not a leader of anything. We're talking about a lineage, but we got
right. Nobody's a leader. We our own leader, and we coming together. And we ain't dealing with no foreign tethers. We're not dealing with no foreign blacks, no coon agents speaking on behalf of us foundational people in America, man. We know who we was here first. We know who built this. We know what they stole. We know what they owe. You know what I mean? Shout to y'all, man. We the realest.
Talk about your lifestyle. And we have to talk about how you have to come.
Why don't we talk some solutions?
Yes, we do. We have to talk solutions, sir. But we have to really get you in a good space where you're comfortable with your sexuality and your race.
Right. Because these people come over here. Because that shit that he doing with the LBGQT, that shit not allowed in this little African country. You see what I'm saying? They come over here and love our government and just be, you know what I mean?
It's the government.
That's all they do. You see what I'm saying? That's all they praise.
Because you have an identity.
So here's my solution. You don't deserve reparations until you are held accountable.
Okay, don't worry about that. That's something you just kind of ranting. My biggest concern is
why do you deserve reparations?
Okay, sir, calm down. I just want to make sure that you're good because
he said, why do you deserve reparations? Look, these niggas be pocket watching us and they be mad when we get some change.
You have these self-help issues. You have self-identifying issues, so that might make you dangerous.
You're not going to gaslight me. Understand that.
I'm not gaslighting you.
You're not getting reparations either.
Sir, calm down. You don't know what we're going to get. Calm down.
You're not getting reparations.
Sir, you've already got your reparations from Bussy. So you think, okay, I don't need nothing else. I'm getting what I want. Nice, hot white men. But we're still going to get financial compensation, sir. And nobody's going to change that.
How are you going to get that?
Sir, the same way you get white men, we're going to get that money.
All you do is talk.
And all you do is deep throat white men. But we don't knock your life.
Like a mere lie.
That nigga said he deep throat white man, no freaky. This nigga wildin'. He on the phone with a sheesh.
It's the government. It's the government.
Sheesh.
So you lock your lips on white men's balls. But
sheesh.
Sir, we're not knocking your lifestyle. The way you live and the way
you gotta say no, you gotta say pause, no, you can't even say no homo these days. You gotta say pause or no freaky. No freaky. You feel
you view yourself is not going to deter the way we understand our lineage, sir. Okay? We understand who we are. You have an identity crisis.
Your lineage is being buck broken on plantation.
Sir. And you call those the good old days. And you wish we can go right back to those days, but we're not going to go back to those days.
Drop a bomb, man. Drop a bomb.
That's why you don't
That's how we like this shit, man. Tell them drop a bomb in this motherfucker. DJ, drop a bomb.
Want no money. You don't want no money. You want to be paid in pussy love. And
I don't have an identity crisis.
Yes, you do. That's why you don't want money. That's why you don't want reparations. You want Massa to bring you back on that plantation and tie you up and have you in the buck. You want to go back. You one of these dudes who think, hell, slavery wasn't that bad. I got to lay up with Zaddy. You're trying to be a bed buck. That's why you don't want no money. You don't want to get off that plantation.
I told you that I need compensation.
No. You
from
need
the black males, not from the white.
Yeah, because DJ government.
Man, DJ, drop a bomb for him one time. There we go. Yeah, there we go. We back.
You love white daddy. You like white daddy. You one of these dudes who think he's exotic, and you try to use your exoticness to get white men to be a boy toy. Don't you, sir?
Sheesh. I know, Marco.
I'm not exotic. I'm not identity crisis.
Dude, I bet you go on all of those dating sites bragging about you being black and Asian. I bet your computer name is Chop Suey Booty or something like that. I bet you have a screen name that's real weird, like Chocolate China or some shit. You play that up. I know how you get down. You on them dating sites and you're playing up your ethnic background, dude.
You have the identity crisis. No country will.
No. You got your screen name is Soul Egg Roll. You play up your Asian and black background.
They said this nigga name Soul
Yes, you do.
Egg
For
Roll.
white men.
No country wants you.
Dude, I want a
blacks. Nobody wants.
I want. That's you projecting, sir. That's you. Chocolate
doesn't accept you.
Chocolate China. That's
white
you.
America doesn't accept you either.
Chocolate China. That's you projecting, sir. You're projecting your own insecurities on us. That's you projecting, sir.
And
because you have
to get rid of you,
sir. You have an identity crisis because you're not.
You have the identity crisis. You can't project that.
You're not accepted in the Filipino society. Your Filipino side.
Drop a bomb, DJ. That nigga say here the Filipinos is. That nigga is a tether. That nigga got this motherfucker General Soul. Goddamn, that nigga online Chinese food.
They don't accept you because I know how they get down. A lot of the Filipinos, they have anti-black views, and you're not accepted by that family, and you're not accepted by your dad's family because they don't want you around them kids, and you're out here mad. You don't have no country, sir. You don't have
the one. They can kill you and get away with it.
Like they can. You think they can? You think your pussy makes you immune from police brutality, sir? Is that what you think? Do you think you sashaying around
these niggas
will stop them from harming you? You think if you act submissive enough that they're gonna look at you as not being a threat? Is that what you think? Is that why?
You black males, you think you're better than me. That's the thing.
No.
Better.
No. See, you think you're something else other than a black man. See, you're buying into that white LGBT narrative that you're non-binary or something. So that's going to be a safe zone. See, that's the con game that they like to run. Yeah, that you don't just give up your masculinity and you're going to be safe. Do
you think you're better than me? Look at how you're talking to me right now.
No. You think giving up your masculinity is going to make you safe from white supremacy. How did that work for the men at Ed Buck's house?
Point is, this country's getting rid of you.
How did that work for the men at Ed Buck's house?
Y'all need to be sterilized.
How did that work for Jeffrey Dahmer's victims, sir? Them giving up their masculinity. How did that work? Hmm?
What you're saying is irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant, sir, because
you're taking away from my original point.
Sir, you think your sexuality makes you some type of different ethnic group, and
you're making me sound stupid right now.
You're still a victim of white supremacy, sir.
You're making me forget what I'm trying to say.
I understand.
It is.
I want
black males.
Even though you have an identity crisis,
going to pay.
Listen, okay. I know you sound very violent. That's why I'm trying to talk to you, man to man. I want you to get rid of that anger that you have for your abandonment with your dad and not being.
Hey man, hopefully we can get a nice little panel. We can get a one-on-one section with a few people that want to come on, give me a one-on-one. They want to ask me some questions. Hey, I will drop the link in the chat. So hey, be ready for the link when I drop it.
Accepted by your mother's side of the family. They left you alone and they left you vulnerable.
We got 680 people in here. I want to say peace and blessings. It's your brother, Big Aboriginal Power. Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat. I just want to stop the live right quick to tell everybody to hit the like button, thumb up the video, and share the live stream. Share the live stream, you guys. Thumb up the video and share the live stream. You feel what I'm saying? American Negro / Aboriginals / FBA is getting on code against foreign tethers and coon agents. You feel me? A lot of our own brothers and sisters are coon. They still think they Pan-African. That Pan-African ideology is dead.
You're talking about. I know both sides. I know both sides.
The Filipino side does not accept you, sir, and you know it. They're so racist over there. They got all of that racism from the white supremacists. I know the culture, sir. I know how they get down. I know the little derogatory.
I'm fine with both sides of my family. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, your dad, his foundational side. No, you're not cool with them. That's why you're so mad at dad. You mad at dad because you're not cool with his side of the family. And the way the hatred and contempt you have for black people, those folks wouldn't accept you around them with that type of contempt. They're not going to. I'm a foundational Black American. I know my folks. They're not going to have some hateful ass.
So, yes, so
they're not going to have. That's why you're so mad at them. They're not going to have you around like that.
That's fine. So, what do you think should be done to hold this to account?
So what you should do, this is a personal issue with you.
No, it isn't. It's with the black males.
No. Everybody's not your dad. Everybody's not your dad. You have to accept the fact that it's not really your dad's fault. It's not your mom's fault. They were both victims of white supremacy. Let the anger go. And fight.
I'm not going to blame white people.
Listen,
white people did not make you be.
Okay, stop it. You're not going to blame whites because that's what you want to get. You're trying to get a white zaddy, and that's your problem. You run right into the problem. You run right into the problem, sir. It's white supremacy. I know you want you a white zaddy. You want to get back on that plantation.
White people is not making you black males run up in these women and then tell them to have abortions because you don't use protection. They don't use protection.
Stop it, sir.
That is what you guys are doing.
No, we don't. I don't do none of that. All my kids live with me.
Hey, can I get the chat to hit the like button? Peace and blessings. Hey, for the proud Aboriginals and FBAs in the chat that's saying screw all these foreign tethers, drop those fire emojis in the chat. Let everybody know we getting unified and we all we got in America as American Negroes. Man, drop those fire emojis in the chat. Hey, for those that ain't hit the like button, go thumb up the like. Share the live stream. For the Aboriginals that's in the platform, you already know. We got the dollar challenge, support the challenge. Anybody want to donate to the channel, link sticking at the bottom right, at the bottom of the screen. It's at the bottom of the screen. All right, so make sure you share the live and hit the like button. Appreciate y'all for tapping in.
And I have a wife at home, and all my kids except one is by my wife. So I'm not like your dad. Everybody's not doing dusty things. And you keep talking about black men, sir. You don't want to talk about the Filipino side of your family, sir. Do you really want to put this on black men?
Because you do this in everywhere you go. This is why I know.
Sir, don't sit here and put that on black men in the Filipino side of your family.
No country wants black males in their with their women.
Dude, the Filipino side, the culture over there with the child sex trafficking. Yeah, you're not gonna put this on us while you sit here and protect the Filipino side.
Right, these Filipinos be molesting and mutilating them boys over there. They be having one arm, a cut off wieners, all kind of shit going on. Seriously. Hey man, we're gonna take a quick 2-minute break, man, so y'all can go use the bathroom, get something to drink. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna miss nothing. We'll be back in 2 minutes, you guys. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. The alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair by numb is veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I glossed too, we shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the feds, giving names.
We back. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Peace and blessings to everybody that's still in here rocking out with the God. We're gonna keep it going. Let me shout out the brothers and sisters that took the time out to donate to the channel. Shout out to Lynn Hendricks. Lynn Hendricks said, for own code, absolutely. This is one of the most straight up channels you're gonna find. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That's why this channel is growing, always building and elevating. Also, we get into actual history and information over here on this channel, so it's a great channel to be subscribed to. Appreciate the support, Lynn. We definitely owe code. Shout out to Pressure supporting the Dollar Challenge as well. Shout out to Pressure for supporting the Dollar Challenge as well. Get right back to this fire, y'all. Turn up. Let's get it.
A lot of janky stuff going on over there in the Philippines with the sex trafficking with kids. Man, they got sex child tourism out there, and black men ain't got a damn thing to do with none of that. You feel me?
I can't put this on you guys because
no,
this is what you've done.
No, you can't. No, you cannot, sir. If you're Filipino, they got a degenerate culture of child sex trafficking that is epidemic. It is epidemic, and black men ain't got a damn thing to do with it. You're not going to sit here and say it's black men, sir. You just come from a culture of degeneracy, sir, and you just have to say, I'm
my parent
different.
Is a first generation immigrant. You know what that makes me? A bastard. That doesn't make it either side. That makes me my...
Okay, calm down, sir. Calm down.
So the reality is that I can blame the black males, and I am going to blame the black males.
No, Lord,
and there needs to be something done.
Okay, you're blaming yourself. So, sir, get over your self-hating issues. Get over your self-hating issues and learn how to love yourself. And stop trying to get you a zaddy. Get off those dating sites with names like Filipino Hole and all of these names. Caramel Cambodian, all of that stuff, cut that out. And acknowledge and accept your blackness, sir. Thank you, Leopold. All right. Now you're being disturbing a little bit. Oh, that's Leopold. He called up before. He's an LGBT dude, mixed black dude who got a lot of self-hate issues. And, he's just doing a lot of projecting. But hopefully he's going to be all right. I actually feel for him to a certain degree. Even though he's trying to project his self-hatred, I kind of feel for him because I understand that this dude has been abandoned and somebody's probably done something to him when he was a kid. So what's up, Zeb? And, that's never a good thing. That's never.
Okay, so thank you.
Hey, Zeb, how are you, dear? What's that noise in the background?
Calming it down, then shut it out.
There you go.
I was
what you in there washing dishes?
washing dishes, frying fish.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It was a fish fry.
Oh, there you go. What city you in, Zeb?
I am in Oklahoma.
Oh, cool. Oh, that Indian territory.
Mm-hmm. And you know how that is.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What's on your mind, beloved?
My mind right now is like, I was just like listening to everything that you were saying to the young brother that was going on. And he didn't want to accept
as well. But there's a lot of some white people who are. Kelly, you want to turn your microphone on, Kelly? Because Kelly just been sitting here. Yo, Kelly, you want to turn your microphone on? Get Kelly out the queue. She's just sitting there not doing nothing. All right, let's see. Let's get some of these other folks. We got. Let's get who's these people? Okay, let's see who we got here. Y'all raise your hand if you want to get on. Raise your hand if your microphones are on. If your microphones are on and you're ready to chop it up, raise your hand. All right. A kidnapping victim.
Jewish power, which is something I believe is a huge threat to us.
Oh. Now, okay, calm down. Your phone is all over the place. Now, Mr. Mark, where are you from? Where's your family from?
I'm a mixed, huge Mark.
You mix with what?
Man, I got everything from Asian, African to European and Middle Eastern.
Okay. Where did your family immigrate here from?
Italy, Puerto Rico, some other places.
Okay, so you're classified as white. Okay, classified as white, right?
I'm in between. I mean, not all white accept me, not all blacks accept me. I'm like right in the middle.
Your mom is what? What's your mom?
Puerto Rico.
Your dad is Italian.
Right, yeah.
Okay, you're white. You're classified as white all day. And yeah, some whites will probably not accept you, but you're still classified as white. But you're not Anglo. Let's be very clear. A lot of people try to play these racial games. You're classified.
He's trying to slide that in. Hey, I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds to hit the like button, 30 seconds to run up them likes, 30 seconds to share the live stream, and 30 seconds to support the channel, y'all. Make sure y'all support the channel. Shout out to Tampa Supreme in here. Tupac Amaru in the building. A lot of y'all might not know who Tupac Amaru is. I might have to do a whole build on that. Be back in 60 seconds. 30 seconds.
Yeah. Alright, man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up. On the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled, how I ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hiding black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man's zone. And I ain't talking shit, this my definition. And being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the guards of the gate, so when they say they fear God, now you know what they made.
All right. We back, y'all. Let's get it cracking.
That is white, but you're not Anglo. All right, so you said Jewish power. How come we don't make Jewish power? Okay, what is Jewish?
Well, like the owners of the central banks are Jewish. Most of the central banks. I mean, they own the money, so they have the power, right?
Okay, so Jewish people, what makes them Jewish is if they own a bank?
Well, they control the money. So if they control the money, then
what they did for a living, that's an occupation. I mean, what is Jewish? What is Jewish?
Jewish is, well, I mean, there's different ways to describe Jewish. I mean, they're
like how?
They're Jewish descent. So there's different types of Jewish, but the owners of the central.
This nigga sounds slow as hell. He sounds confused. You see what I'm saying? This nigga sounds very confused.
As an outsider, and I'm naive. This is why I'm asking questions.
Yeah, so
let me shout out to a couple people that support the channel. Shout out to Don't Do It and shout out to Back Creek. Shout out to Don't Do It and Back Creek for supporting the channel and the $1 challenge, man. We definitely appreciate the support and the supporting the $1 challenge, man. Let's skip it up a little bit.
There's different ways to identify them, I guess. I mean, some of them try to hide their Jewishness. So it's not always easy to identify them, but
okay, so they look white.
I guess some of them, yeah.
Okay. So if they look white and they can kind of hide in white circles, why should I differentiate between white ethnic groups if they're a problem? How would I know if they're a problem or not a problem if they are blending in with the rest of the dominant white society?
Well, there's I mean, if they're the ones that are more of a threat, then of course you would want to be able to distinguish. I mean, and you have reasons for wanting to distinguish FBAs from other black people. So I think.
But we're still black though. Even though I'm from a distinct ethnic group, Foundation of Black Americans, I'm still black. And black people from Africa are still black. Black people from the Caribbean, we're still black. So we're still part of the same race. You understand?
Right, yeah.
So my thing is, I say the problem is white supremacy. Systematic white supremacy. So I'm looking out for people who could possibly be white supremacists. Wouldn't that be a bigger threat, sir?
I don't really think so.
Because I know some Jewish people who are not a threat. I know some white people who are not a threat. I know some wonderful Jewish people. I know white people who are not racist at all that I'm very good friends with. So my thing is I look for white supremacists or suspected white supremacists. I don't look for Jews. I don't even look for whites. I look for white supremacists. So wouldn't it make more sense for me to look for white supremacists and watch out for them instead of just watching out for Jews who I don't even know the difference between them or another white person? Wouldn't it make sense?
Well, maybe, but I really think that if they are the ones that own everything, if they own the banks, they own the corporations, they own so much, then they're more of a threat than these white supremacists that you speak of.
So there were a lot of Jewish people who owned a lot of things in Nazi Germany, and the white supremacists ended up killing many of them. So Wouldn't the white supremacists be more of a threat than the Jewish people if Jewish people can get killed by white supremacists?
Well, they started to kick out the Jews from Germany, but a lot of the history that we are allowed to know of is sort of messed up, not accurate.
But Jewish people were killed by white supremacists. So that would mean the Jewish people are not a bigger threat than the white supremacists, based on logic, right?
Well, people are killed all the time by other people. I don't think that means that.
Did Jewish people kill a bunch of white supremacists in history before?
I think Jews have killed more people than white supremacists in history if you go and look at the real stuff.
Like what? Where did Jews kill a bunch of white people? Ever? Anytime?
Yeah, there's different. I mean, Judaism is communism, and if you look at how many.
What's communism?
Communism is Judaism. They're basically the same thing.
No, that doesn't make sense. If Judaism, that doesn't make sense.
This has been confirmed by rabbis and other Jewish people.
So was Russia a Jewish-controlled place? Because they practice communism. So is Russia controlled by Jews?
Yes, definitely, and it heavily controlled by Jews at this time as well.
But there's a lot of white supremacists all over Russia. There's a major white supremacist.
Yeah, I know there's issues with that there.
Well, it's not even issue. Major in Russia. So how does that work?
Well, it's just another issue that has to be dealt with, but the stronger force there is the
Hey, let me shout out to Gerald Wilson and Miss Wright for the cash out donation. Gerald Wilson, Miss Wright, 27 for the cash out donation. And we appreciate the support. We appreciate all the support. Whether you hit the like button or sharing the live stream. Hey, if y'all listening to me right now, make sure y'all drop them fire emojis in the chat real quick. Drop those fire emojis in the chat.
The Jewish force.
Wow. That's the strongest force there. And there's a lot of white supremacists there. And also, communism is in China. Is China controlled by Jews too?
100%. Yeah.
How so?
I mean, you look at their money. It's been controlled by Jews. Look at the founding of the CCP. There was lots of Jews that had an impact on that.
But you're saying China is controlled by Jews?
China, yeah. It's probably been less lately, but if you look at their central bank and the founding of that was Jewish. I mean, if you look at the actual currency, there's stuff on it that, as is ours here in the United States, that all of their wealth to Palestine, and then eventually Judea declared war on Germany, and this is historical fact. You can look and find this in newspapers.
So you were a Hitler sympathizer, sir.
I'm not a sympathizer with anyone, I don't think, but I just want to get the real truth out, and from what I can tell is most of the stuff that we're fed in the government schools are lies.
Okay, but sounds like you agree with Hitler. Do you agree with many of Hitler's ideologies?
I What I believe is that Hitler saw what was happening to Germany with the culture, and the banks were taking advantage of the country. And so, I mean, the first thing that he did was he made pornography illegal.
And I'm gonna end that live stream. You can go catch the rest of that on his Twitter or on my Twitter. Also recorded it. Make sure y'all go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all that good shit, Snapchat, all that good stuff. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. This is the part where I drop the link in the chat. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Shout out to everybody in here rocking out. Anybody want to pop on? I'm gonna let y'all on one at a time. Let y'all on one at a time. We'll be back in just a second.
See, my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back. Got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, that snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
All right. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. Anybody want to hit the link? Pop on. I see a couple people on here, Hawk School. I'm gonna kick y'all out because it's saying that y'all audio is not in. Now it's saying he ain't even in. Let me see what's up. Royalty, fix your mic and your audio. You gotta allow mic and audio. We got Black on here. What's going on, Black?
Chilling.
What's going on with you? Everything good?
Everything's lovely. How you doing, man?
Everything's beautiful.
Salute, Black. What's up, man? I just wanted to say that Tariq conveniently left out Biggie when he was talking about MCs. I wonder why. You catch that?
Maybe so. Maybe just opinions. Maybe.
No, he was naming all the top MCs, but he didn't name Biggie. I wonder why.
I wonder why too. Yeah, you know why?
Because he's Jamaican.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he was getting at. He was naming all his favorite rappers, and he conveniently left out all the non-FBA rappers.
Oh, okay.
Man, I wanted to build on that one time from a DJ's aspect, though.
As far as what?
Well, you hear a lot of brothers and sisters from overseas talk about hip hop was created by Jamaicans via Kool Herc.
That's correct.
And that's I push against that.
How so?
Well, I'm a DJ. I'm a DJ. Hey, let me get this app. I'm sorry. This your show. I apologize.
No, you got this, DJ. Matter of fact, go ahead, DJ. You got this.
Well, I'm a DJ, man. I still cut and scratch violently, but I only represent one pillar in this 5 pillars of hip hop. So I couldn't even say, even if I invented it, that I invented it, and there's other aspects. That's all.
No, but as far as like an MC rhyming over break beats, it didn't exist before Kool Herc. That's why he's the godfather. He invented the technique of looping
that's not
breaks
true
on 2 records. Yeah, it is. He named it the merry-go-round. Nobody was doing it before Kool Herc. That's why he's called the godfather.
Well, there was people doing it at the same time, but he was the only one. The reason he gained prominence is because he simply had the loudest system, period, from the support, from the monies that they give when they come in, that other foundational black ADOS and Aboriginal don't get from subsidies.
Okay, can you name some DJs that did the looping technique before Kool Herc?
I mean, that's what they did back then.
No,
Theodore,
Kool
Grandmaster
Herc.
Theodore. Excuse me.
No, they came after.
You said name some people.
DJ only plays like the radio plays the hip hop. The stereos. All a DJ does is play it in an open forum with loudspeakers.
No,
Kool
that's
Herc did
incorrect.
not invent hip hop. All he was doing was spinning records of people literally rapping on beat, and those people was foundational Black Americans.
No,
Then we
that's
get back
incorrect.
before that
What he
with
did was he
James
took two
Brown.
identical.
You got Pygmy Mark rapping in the '60s. You see what I'm saying?
No, what I'm
Come
talking
on.
about is the technique of rhyming over breakbeat. So what Kool Herc invented the technique of getting two identical breakbeat records and looping them back and forth called he called the merry-go-round. Basically, he looped the break. So before, the breakbeat might have been 8 bars or whatever it was. It lasted a little time. But Kool Herc invented the technique.
The first person to do that was Kool Herc. I mean, not Kool Herc, but Grandmaster Flash.
Grandmaster Flash is actually from Barbados, and he came after Herc.
But even then,
I'm a hip hop scholar.
I'm a hip hop head as well. But like I said, that's still just the DJ aspect.
But without the beats, you got no hip hop.
That's not true.
Hip hop is basically
So,
MC rhyming over break.
MCs were MCs before the DJ. That's a whole fact.
All they did was stretch, add in a few extra instrumentals into the old jazz beats. Into the old jazz beats.
Okay, what about Maz Mabley? What about Maz Mabley? What about Dolomite?
Look though,
I'm talking about the concept of break beats.
I'm sorry, I'm a bad guy to this guy. No, I got you, my brother. I don't mean no disrespect or anything. I'm gonna let my man Hawk and let you guys build. I apologize. I just wanted to bring that up.
If he's a scholar, then he knows 4 elements of hip hop.
Right, but what I'm saying is what we call hip hop today. People rhyming over loops, or basically the loop pattern
what's
that
the
did
4
not
elements?
exist before Kool Herc.
What's
You
the
got
4
MC,
elements?
you got DJing, you got b-boy, and you got graffiti. And what are the b-boy? What is the B and b-boy?
No, I was just asking for the people who don't know, brother. No offense.
Okay, but the B and b-boy is because Kool Herc, he made it possible for the dancers to dance as long as they want to the break beat because Kool Herc invented the
That's not true. James Brown was doing the same thing over them same break beats and was dancing and performing at the same time while also riding the beat with a rappy flow. And that's well known, bro. James Brown was doing that shit in the 50s, bro. Dismiss me with making inventing anything over here.
No, I'm talking about simply with a DJ getting 2 identical records and looping them back and forth. Nobody did that before Kool Herc.
That's DJ.
Grandmaster Flash.
Grandmaster Flash was doing that after Herc. That comes out of Grandmaster Flash's mouth. And like I said, Grandmaster Flash is from Barbados. African Mbata, he's from the islands. Kumo D is African. Jazzy J is from the Caribbean. So I mean, no one's saying that they invented it, but the hip hop as we know it with the break beats and the looping, that starts with Kool Herc. That's why he's called the Godfather.
No, hell no. That shit started with James Brown, G.
No, they took James Brown records and backspun the loops.
Whoever was playing his motherfucking music, that's where it started.
I do not agree.
Why they call him the Godfather then? You don't get that title just because you just happen to be playing records. As you're a DJ, I used to DJ myself. You know how difficult it is to come up with a new technique.
Listen, it's a lot of foreigners like you, like yourself, that come over here and try to coin themselves as a dance.
Straight up.
Wait, don't believe me, people out there listening. Do your own research, and you'll see Kool Herc is the Godfather of hip hop. That's fact.
Because of the speakers.
No, because of it's called the merry-go-round loop technique. How do you not know this? And you're a DJ.
I'm saying,
y'all was sampling and spinning samples of our old
beats. They were doing that before before Kool Herc.
Who was doing that?
Grandmaster Flash. There was a whole slew of you act like hold up. You act like Grandmaster Flash was the only DJ looping records back then. That's
No,
not
Cool
Hey,
Herc started
feasible to
it.
even think.
Hold on. Let me get to the other brother. I don't want to spend too much time
All
with him.
right, I'm
I'll
gonna fall
spend
back. Hey, my brother.
I'm
Hey,
sure he got
salute for the
say.
conversation.
All right, peace.
Shout out to everybody. Drop a bomb after everybody. Drop the horns and everything, man. We lit in the building. We lit in the building. DJ, hit that horn, man. This is a mute point. Nah, we about to get to Kaba, brother Kaba. Hope I'm
Peace,
pronouncing
bro. How y'all
What's
doing?
going on? What's your name? Where you at right now?
My name is Tariq, but I go by Kabaku, and I'm from Ohio State Territory.
Ohio State Territory. Where your people from?
I had a lot of people on the United States side of things that been everywhere from Mississippi to Arkansas to Ohio. We have moved around by now. Some of us in Texas, some of us in Georgia. But before that, yeah, my people came from North Africa, around like Morocco, around Tunisia area, Carthage.
What side of your family came from Africa?
Both sides.
Okay, and what year did they come here?
We talking pre-1800s, bro.
Oh, okay. Oh, pre-1800s.
Yeah,
That's
I
what's
mean,
up.
it
So
was
big
real
Kaba.
cool when y'all was talking about hip hop, because I kind of saw it as like an analogy or saw it as a metaphor, because like I mean, depending on what your circumference of awareness is, you gonna have the facts to back up why you think the way that you think. So some people were saying Cool Herc, other people were saying James Brown, but as y'all was talking, the main thing in my head that kept popping up was I think uh, whoever invented ragtime, and then like people like Bo Diddley and all this stuff, because we all know that as far as hip hop is concerned, that's like the newest type of innovation in music. But we've been really controlling music since, well, ever since, you know. So the same way that I feel like there's an opportunity to identify something different, you know, rather than black, rather than African American, rather than Negro, or whatever else they give us, there's an opportunity to kind of go back further with a little bit of history and see the real root and the real source of all things. So, judging off the title, judging off the conversation that was just kind of taking place, I just felt inspired to jump in and, you know, give my pieces to the panel and the chat, and just to leave y'all with that.
I appreciate it. Appreciate you coming
Hey,
on
Ad Power.
those
Salute, Ad
words of
Power.
wisdom and respect. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yes, all
Shout out to
love, bro.
everybody else. Yes, all love, man. We about to get into some more conversation. Big brother Ivy, what up?
Hello.
Oh, sister Ivy, what's going on?
You keep playing with me, Big AP. Salute to you and the chat and the panel.
My
Now you
man,
hear my
sister.
voice. You play too much. But I don't want to be up here much longer. I just want to just chime in as far as like music and hip hop and just a little thing to add on to as far as where it originated. And to me, from what I've learned, of course, hip hop and rap goes all the way back to, like mentioned before, like ragtime, as far as like Mom's Mabley and the rest of them. But if you really think about it, how did beats actually start back in ragtime? Of course, there was no technology or anything. And of course, I was in chorus and music. So where beats and everything is originated from is used by this one instrument called the monotone or the melotone, or however you pronounce it, metronome. And the click 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then
So
she added in the rapping element to it. That's when you
right.
started seeing the Cab Calloway and all the rest of them brothers that was also rapping and flowing on beats.
Yeah, that's a law of rhythm.
Yeah, so it's a law rhythm, but
And that ties into the seven laws.
can I speak? Sorry, that was my husband in the background. But I just want to just chime on that, and like I said, my patience is a little thin.
Shout out to the
Especially,
king in the background too, man. Shout out to the king in the background.
because especially with black up here, because I don't want to be data to death and 97% to death. I think I've been through all of that all this week with all of that mess. But
Facts
again,
over feelings.
uh, 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 I'll just make it short with you. I don't want to talk to you. My brain has already been dead all this past week with you and your crappy
Don't
ass
mention.
data. Anyway, with that being said, I am not from Africa. Cancel that.
He makes a
All
good
my
point.
ancestors, look, all my ancestors is from Virginia. Just make that short, just to clarify with black and this all from Africa crap and whoever else is with it. But anyways, gotta go. Love the channel. Salute.
I appreciate you. I appreciate the support, sis. I appreciate you for
Hey,
tapping
Ad
out.
Power, she proved the point though.
Everybody mute up, man.
She proved the point with them beats, bro. Them beats that was however they do it throughout that system. That stuff is impossible to come from Jamaica because them beats come from America, and the so-called white man or the Jew put these people that's called Jamaicans or Haitians inside of our stuff, what you call the first culture vultures or the first black faces. But
That's a
all that
fact.
stuff is originally indigenous or aboriginal to America.
Say, man.
Because when they say, oh, well, the Jamaican is the one that Kool Herc and Grandmaster Flash, all they did was reinvent our beats that had rhythm and soul, like the woman was saying. That stuff don't come from Jamaica. That stuff
Say,
don't come
man.
from Haiti.
Hey, listen though.
And when you talk
Hey,
about
listen.
the Haitians, when you talk about the Haitians, my fault.
No, my bad, real words. Go ahead.
But when you talk about the Haitians and Jamaicans, they didn't do that shit in Haitian and Jamaica. Dude didn't bring that culture from Haitian and Jamaica and come over here and start remixing beats and doing turntables and start rapping. So don't say it came from Jamaica. I
never said it came from Jamaica. I said the guy that's the godfather of hip hop came from Jamaica.
In the natural light were the Jews or the white man. Like Tariq Nasheed was saying, the white man, or like the other brother was saying, the people that run the industry, they pick them people to
so they picked
culture
Kool
vote
Herc to
for
come
us.
from Jamaica to be in the projects of the South Bronx. They arranged that in a conspiracy to create hip hop. Is that what you're trying to kick right now? Are you serious?
Blues
Yes,
is the
just like
basis
the
of all
Shadas.
music
Yes, sir.
in
Yes,
America.
sir. Just like every last entity that is in New York came by the feds. Yes, the Shadas. All the Shadas that came over here, the Jamaican Shower Posse, all that stuff was ran by the FBI, sir. Yes.
We're not talking about gangs. We're talking about hip hop
I'm
right now.
talking about hip hop is ran by the FBI, sir.
So then, why is Kool Herc the godfather of hip hop?
Who said
Because they planted him in there, just like they plant all these rappers in here, and they take our lineage, like you said, and they start remixing it. I'm agreeing with you. They come over here and say, "Oh, these indigenous or aboriginal or whatever we call ourselves people got some good shit." And I'm not saying they're wrong for what they do. They just capitalize off culture vulturing.
Let me see
They
if I got
culture
this
vulture
straight.
our shit because they do not do it in Jamaica. He did not bring something over here from Jamaica and say, "Oh, look at my Rastafarian beautiful ways," or look at my Bob Marley ways, because you know all American Negroes or indigenous people or aboriginals, we love Bob Marley and that type of music. But we're not going to try to say
the
it's
FBI
ours.
brought over Kool Herc. Is that what you're saying? They brought him over from Jamaica to the Bronx. The FBI did this.
I'm saying Kool Herc, I'm saying Busta Rhymes, I'm saying Dials Effects. You want me to keep naming them?
The FBI brought all of them over in a conspiracy.
I'm saying that they got coerced or some way to culture vulture the Negro or the indigenous aboriginal culture. Y'all don't have no culture that came from Dials Effects. You don't have no culture that came from Kool Herc. There's no culture that came from Grandmaster Flash. That Jamaican culture, there is none. They don't talk about nothing in Jamaica. They don't sound Jamaica. They don't bring none of their reggae over here. They come over here and culture vulture our stuff. Then the white man, like Tariq said, or the Jew that's in power of all the money and all the systems, put them in charge.
Right. You ever heard of Curtis Blow?
Say, man, I'm trying to see if my mic work. Can y'all hear me?
You ever heard of Curtis Blow?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Let me get the Kareem Bay. Everybody mute up. Kareem, what up?
What's up, famo? Shit, I just want to chime in and say the basis of all American music is blues, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Mississippi, home of America's music, blues.
Shout out to Muddy
Everything,
Water.
yeah, everything stem away from blues, homie. Pimps on the Street was rapping without a beat. They came over here and acknowledged what we had going and chimed in on it. The beats that they even used, the Jamaicans or whatever they want to call themselves, they used samples of our music to create this. They had to feed into the crowd of people that they were performing for, which is us. We gave the approval on hip hop. Everything within culture, we give the approval. We stamp it. So without us, what would hip hop be? You talking about somebody, the Godfather, somebody that came over here and copycated shit that we was already doing?
Okay, Curtis Blow himself said that Kool Herc's the Godfather.
Who is Curtis
was there.
Blow?
You don't ever heard of
No,
Curtis
just
Blow?
ask the brother. Hey, brother, I'm just asking you. Name somebody in Jamaica that was in Jamaica doing hip hop or have any type of rhythm or any type of soul. Because reggae is some good music, but even y'all's dance hall music comes from America.
I never said
Where
hip hop
do
came from
dance hall music
Jamaica.
come
I
from?
said the Godfather of hip hop
Okay, then,
is Jamaican. That's all I said.
where do hip hop
That's
come from?
propaganda,
And,
bro. That's
and
false
who make all the
narrative,
beats?
man.
In my
It came from
opinion,
the
hip hop comes
Bronx.
from Somalia, bro.
It came from the Bronx.
No,
Kool
where do
Herc's the
all the beats
Godfather.
come from? Where do all the beats come from that
There's
he
different
They
remixed?
obviously
aspects
come
to
from
hip hop
black
besides
artists.
just
I'm not
the
insane. I
beats.
don't make crazy
There
claims.
you
I'm
go.
just saying the Godfather is from Jamaica. That's a
No,
fact.
he's
He
not.
the
The
Godfather, man.
I just
COINTEL
told you
operative.
Curtis Blow. Curtis Blow was there
The
at the time.
COINTEL operative
If
is
you
from Jamaica.
if you think you know more
The
than Curtis
COINTEL
Blow,
operative is
then
from
you think you know
Jamaica
more
that
than
signed a
Curtis Blow.
contract with the European white man. The white man that Tariq Nasheed was talking about signed a contract with all them people over there, and that's how they got in.
Kool Herc never signed a contract. He never even released a record. What are you talking about? He was doing this in
So you
1972.
telling me these
Hip hop
people
didn't
did
even
not get on
exist as
TV?
a. I'm sorry.
Okay, these people had contracts. These people was getting money and was making concerts and getting contracts and then was making money.
No one got signed
If
to
these
Sugar
people
Hill
are the
Gang in
masters of that shit, you're
1979.
correct.
That's 7 years later. Sugar Hill got the first rap contract. Please know your facts. You're just talking on feelings. That's the
Hey,
problem.
Okay.
excuse me.
I deal with
Man,
So you're
facts,
can
saying
I
that
not
they
get
got
in?
their
feelings.
first contract.
Can I add on this conversation? Because I'm looking at Cambridge University Press, cambridge.org, and it's talking about Jamaica's folk music and the history of Jamaica's music. And it was interesting how Columbus and his men were greeted on arrival by a party of Arawak Indians, including a chief and musicians. So it says the Arawak were gentle, peace-loving people who had lived in Jamaica for about 800 years before Columbus came. So, they already had the music going on with the Indians, the indigenous Aboriginal people of the
What type of
island.
music?
So I don't know what you're
What
talking
type of music, sir? What type of music, sir?
about. This is according to Cambridge. It says no sure remains of their musical culture have been found. There is no remains of their music. So apparently Jamaica's folk music comes from the Arawak Indians, but there's no remains of the music of the
See, we
Arawak
talking about
Indians.
hip hop.
So me and my
rapping on
logic,
wax,
me and
man,
my
in the
logic would
20s.
say, that the music evolved as opposed to disappear. But that's just me.
Facts.
So you don't know what music it was?
It came from us though. That's the
It was
thing, bro.
music,
Like if
bro.
you
It
think
says
about hip
Columbus
hop,
was greeted
it's
by
I'm
a
gonna
all
chief
ask y'all one more
of
time.
Arawak Indians and their
You're
musicians. They
going
were
off
the
of
first people that.
You're going off Europeans that say they don't even know what it is. They never knew what it was, and to
Look,
this
I'm
day they
just
don't
being
know
a
what it is in the
scientist. I'm
Somali
being a
system.
scholar, brother. You're being argumentative. I'm being a scholar, so you do what you will.
I'm
Man,
just
during the
asking you a simple
1500s.
question, brother. Is that the source you're bringing up says that they
Stop
don't know
that,
what it
bro.
was and it's not around no more? Is that the source? Is that what the source saying you're bringing up?
No, the source says they left no written records because, of course, we know in all logic they burnt them. It says they left no written records that have yet been discovered, and very little of their way of life survived. So this is, of course, is going to be some free jacking, brother. I'm just reading the information, just learning like everybody else. But I thought it would be interesting to bring to the conversation.
I'm asking
Well,
you
during the
what form of
1500s,
music
fam,
is in
we
the
was
islands,
doing
bro.
music in Mississippi.
It says these
There is
people
no hip hop in the islands, bro.
formed the beginning of the present day population of
Bro,
Jamaica.
I don't care about
That's
Jamaica.
what
I'm
the
saying
article is
Jamaica is a
saying.
small island and the Arawak come from slaves, brother. The
It
Arawak
says
are
under the English, the island quickly became a slave colony dedicated to the production of sugar. Increasing number of quote unquote Africans brought in as slaves and continued to be until 1807.
Thank
However,
you. That's
we
the
all know.
Arawak. That is the
However,
Arawak, sir.
however,
That is
however,
the
we all
Arawak, sir.
know.
Don't say that that's
However,
Jamaicans. You're trying to
can I
bring
finish?
African
Can I
heritage
finish, bro?
over
However, we
Jamaicans,
know
sir.
the first
Sir,
slaves in
why are you
the
putting
first
the
slaves in Jamaica
Arawaks
were
in with
Irish.
slavery, sir?
We do
Why
know
are you
the
putting
first
the Arawaks
slaves in
in with
Jamaica.
slavery in Africa?
The first slaves
Hey,
in Jamaica were Irish. They
hold
also
on.
had a large
We got to take a
population from
quick look.
Hindustan.
We got to take a quick
Dalits
look.
and
Second break.
the Untouchables were all sent over to the Caribbean as well to
But them
invade
are not
on
the
the
Arawaks
Aboriginal
unless you're
people.
saying Arawaks are slaves. So I don't agree with
No,
none of
I
your
didn't say
stories.
I'm
saying
ready
that.
to take a
They are
second break.
they're the Indians. Amerindian Indian people were there. Arawak Indian people were there. Aboriginal people were there. It was invaded by the British and the Spanish, and they flooded that motherfucker with Irish slaves as well as Hindustanis.
Now, when you say that, where did the music come from? That's all I'm saying. Get back to the story. My fault, Power. The music.
30 seconds.
Well, it's speaking on the history of Jamaican.
Yeah. Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled high, I ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hot and black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man's zone. And I ain't talking shit, this by definition. If being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the gods of the gate, so when they say they fear God, now you know what they mean.
All right, we back. Let's kind of move the topic. I don't want to stay stagnated on this debacle about what you guys believe or don't believe about hip hop or rap or music in general in the Americas. All right, so peace and blessings. Let's kind of move to a more stable topic. Why are Africans hating on Black Americans so much, and why is there disdain about us getting reparation or restitution?
Because we
Any
the
one of you
ops.
guys?
As the only African on this panel, there is no hate. There is nothing like that. It's just when racist or derogatory comments are made, that's obviously not going to be liked, and that's all to what it comes down to.
Why do y'all call us cicadas?
I don't know what akata means.
What tribe are you from, brother?
I'm Liberian. That's not even a word that we use.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Why do the Africans call us cicadas?
Can I chime in? That use that word. That's not in my family's vocabulary. I don't know what that
I
means.
didn't say your family. I just said, why do they use that word, and why don't they ever invite us to their culture, or like when y'all do y'all's thing in America? Why don't you say, hey, why don't y'all come over here and kick it with us?
I can't speak for
Because
other
they don't
people.
know. They don't know most of their history. They don't know most of their history, just like all of us don't know history.
I'm asking the only African up here because there was a question, why do Africans hate us? And I'm just asking, why do you call us cicadas? And why don't y'all ever invite us to none of y'all situations?
Like I said, as far as I can speak for my people, my people were colonized by quote unquote FBAs. And we have no problem with quote unquote FBAs. We see no difference. That's
what do you mean y'all was colonized, brother?
They took
Liberia was
people from the
colonized by
Americas.
Black
They
Americans
took
in
people from the
1800s.
Americas over there to Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Cameroon in the 1800s.
And they treated
we
it
had to
really
go.
horrible.
We had to go civilize that area like we did in Europe, brother.
So that means the
So what was
Europeans
that
came and
area before
civilized
the
you
black
guys?
people came over there and helped y'all out?
They didn't help us out. They colonized us. They oppressed
I
us.
didn't ask
There
you
was no
that. I
help.
said, what was y'all doing over there in that land? Did y'all have any cities over there? Any running water? Anything? Because there was some crazy blacks that went over there, though. I got my bloodline that was crazy that went over there. It was a little
What does
cuckoo, but
running
what
water
was y'all
got to do with
before that?
anything? What does that
I'm
matter?
asking you one question, brother. Can you just answer it? Before the crazy blacks went over there, like you said, did that land
I didn't
have
say
running
wait,
water? Did it have
I
a
did not
city
say
or
that.
anything over there?
Can you stop lying? I did not say crazy blacks came over there. I did not say that.
I said that, sir. I could put my history and say my bloodline went over there, and there was a couple motherfuckers that was just a little bit to the left. I could say that. My people, but all I'm saying is they went over there, and when you say colonize them, man, then they might have went over there and gave y'all running water and food and a lot of culture too, though. Am I
Okay,
wrong
so
to
I can
say
say
that?
the same thing they Europeans came. They didn't oppress you. They just
Why are you running
civilized
from the
you.
question, sir?
If they oppress you, why y'all give a lot of big ups to Harriet Tubman? A lot of things is named Harriet Tubman over there.
Because the people in control were from the United States. The natives didn't have no say so.
The natives agreed to get
No.
down.
That's a lie. They got colonized. No one colonized is friendly.
But see, y'all didn't have no cities over there.
The
Y'all didn't
natives
have
was
no
civilized. They didn't have civilization going. They didn't know how to thrive. They didn't even know what agriculture was. We had to
That's a
bring
lie, bro.
Yeah, I know this
ecology.
is what I'm talking about. The pseudo history. That's what we got issues with. Nothing about jealousy or hating is when you lie blatantly about facts that are obviously verifiable.
You just said we
define running
colonized y'all.
water.
So
We
that's
did.
saying that we went over there and did something, bro.
Yeah.
What did we do when we went over there? Didn't we build the place up and like Aboriginal Power said, didn't we bring agriculture there? And every time that the blacks lose a war over there or something, the people come over there and burn it down and shit? Because before the blacks came over there, y'all didn't have a civilization in that land right there.
The
It was
Europeans
like
can say the same thing about
empty as
America.
fuck.
See how dumb that sounds? They can say the same
I'm
thing. We came to
asking you what
America.
it
These
was, sir. I'm
Aboriginals are running
asking you
around,
what it
and we
was. I'm
civilized them.
asking you what it was on a respectful level. Before the blacks came over there in the 18 and 1900s.
People were living their lives. We didn't ask nobody to come. They were living their lives, enjoying themselves. We didn't invite anybody. We didn't ask anybody
So
to
y'all
come.
didn't have no culture before the black people came over there and made them cities where y'all could come to for that agriculture.
Well, what's your definition of culture?
What was your culture over there before the blacks came over there?
The same that it is now.
What is it?
Tribal people doing tribal things.
What
Going
type
to
of
the
tribal
mall.
thing?
Your people was not colonized. Your people got down with the program. They trained, they organized in the liberatory situation government that was established by Black Americans, Aboriginal Americans, and you got
Could natives
down
be
with the
president?
system. Huh?
Could natives be president or hold any high offices?
No, because you didn't even establish the government there. You got to
So don't
follow
say
suit.
anything about
That's how
Europeans, what they
it
did to America then, because that's exactly the same
They
thing.
were kings, though. They had kings that were taking care of the lands. That has a higher title of a president, sir. And it actually has
Well,
a
those kings
higher
got their asses
title.
whipped by the Europeans, so it don't matter.
Empress and the king has a higher title when it comes to that, sir, even over the
Those
government.
high titles didn't mean nothing when
government,
the Europeans
the
whooped that ass.
the queen even
the
people
European,
will lower
listen, you can
themselves and
say
bow down to the empresses and
you can say that the European whooped our ass all you want, sir. But guess what? You're African in America. Your ass was beat so bad that you fled. And your
Yeah, we're
ancestors.
here, and no one can do nothing about it.
Yes,
And
y'all
then y'all
fled.
don't have no culture before the black people came over there. There's no proof that there was kings or queens in the Western Hemisphere of Africa. Y'all didn't even
your
have
people was done
agriculture over
so
there.
bad by Black Americans in
And how do we
Africa
eat with
that
no
y'all had to
agriculture? Like,
flee.
how do we
Then
survive
why
before
would
the
y'all leave
1800s,
to
man?
come
It's
back
crazy.
to a Black American continent? That doesn't make sense. So
Can I say something?
According to
Hey,
North America and South America were black continents and got colonized by a small group of Europeans. And you
what's your
said with no
favorite
weapon.
rapper? What's your favorite rapper?
Sir, real
My favorite
quick,
group
can I
probably
ask a
Tribe Called
question?
Quest.
What
Let me
about
say something.
I'm sure he's not from
one at a
Nigeria.
time, one at a time,
hold
one at a
on. What
time.
about
Ain't no hold on,
your
one at a
culture?
time, y'all. One at a time, one at a time. Everybody mute up. Everybody mute up. Y'all just gotta show some discipline. One at a time, y'all. It's getting tangled. One at a time. I usually
I'll
pick
let
and
the young
choose.
lady go first.
Let the lady go first.
Thank you. I was waiting patiently. I appreciate it. I just wanted to say with the culture, what I've been reading and discovering is that y'all culture was stolen. What I don't like is how the y'all culture would say that, oh, you guys got colonized by these small people. Y'all were so weak. This is the impression y'all have of us. We were so weak. These people came and colonized us, this, and that. They still have not totally colonized us. They have been trying for decades. But right now, y'all culture had been stolen. And the whole culture y'all had was an Asian culture. They took y'all, removed y'all, put y'all in a desolate land where there was nothing that y'all could do. Y'all moved over, they colonized y'all, let y'all know, told y'all was from a place that had shit, that was dirt and nothing there. And then they took y'all culture, which was actually a different culture. And it was part of the inlands as well as Americas, the Asian Americans, the Russian Americans, all of it was. They came in, the people from those cave lands moved y'all out, moved y'all over, started whitening y'all out, started changing y'all culture, told y'all that y'all were from this place. Y'all had nothing to do with the culture over there where everything was bountiful, because that was one of the other great lands. So y'all don't even know y'all culture. Y'all don't know y'all culture. Y'all don't know where y'all came from. While y'all continue to talk about how we have been colonized, y'all have been totally colonized and removed from a whole land. Let them give y'all the name of the people that colonized y'all, and y'all take on that land as that being y'all place. And that's a fact.
Can I respond to the non-factual statements she was making? Number one, we still have our culture. What are you talking about? We still have our language. We still have our tribe. Unlike all you Aboriginals that don't speak the language.
What is your culture, sir? What is your culture, sir?
Day, they're called the Gribble people.
What is your culture, sir?
I just told you, the Gribble tribe. We've been there for thousands
What
of
is the
years.
culture, bro? What is the culture?
We eat.
I don't know. Like we got saggy pants culture. Okay, we got saggy pants culture. My Jamaican brothers got dreadlock culture. What the fuck is the culture over there, brother?
Dreadlock is culture. I thought it was a hairstyle.
I mean, it's a part of the culture. Yes, it's the hair.
The point
what is your culture? Can you name income?
Can I talk without being interrupted? Thank you.
Everybody mute. Let them this shit off.
We still speak our language. We still eat our same foods. We still
let me ask you
the same.
What foods do y'all eat? Name a couple.
Jollof rice.
Name a couple dishes.
Fufu and soup, palm butter, cassava, stuff like that. Plantain, stuff like that.
Name fruits and vegetables and animals. I'm like,
Hold on real quick. I think we got to go back to Kemet. If anybody read Destruction of the Black Civilization, a lot of the West Africans. What's that?
Where you calling from? What's that? I appreciate you coming to the panel. I believe this is the first time speaking. Let everybody know what's your name. Where you at?
My name is Wasset. I'm from New York originally. Right now, I'm living in Europe right now. I was listening to the chat. I wanted to join real quick, try to chime in on how we gonna move forward with all this, all the problems that we're facing right now.
Family, where your family immigrate from?
My family from Trinidad and certain parts of the Caribbean, Latin America, and also North America.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do the Kemet conversation.
Wait, can we address that this lady was lying about my culture, and that's what I'm talking about?
Hold on. I'm gonna address that for you. I'm gonna address that for you real quick. A lot of what I noticed is because when I was born in New York, raised in New York, and when I was younger, my mother sent me to live in the Caribbean islands for about 4 or 5 years. So a lot of American programs and TV and the big corporations own a lot of the TV networks in the Caribbean islands. I can't speak for Latin America, but I know in the Caribbean islands. And the people in the Caribbean islands would always see what's going on in the States. However, they still had their local channels and shit like that, right? Now, at the same time, we don't necessarily, in the States, we don't necessarily own major TV networks that's broadcasted all around the world. So therefore, we can't correct certain shit that we really want to correct and put the right things out there the way we want to and how we live amongst each other and how we respect each other and deal with each other. And instead, we got, other people promoting what Black American culture is on TV for a long time. This is before the YouTube. So therefore, from a mindset from everybody outside the states, when they looking at America, they looking at America as a white country. But at the same time, they know Black people doing the music, doing shit like that, which is cool and stuff like that. But they don't know too much of the struggle and how it got there and how we generate with each other. Shit that little codes that we deal with that we don't necessarily have to speak about. It's just certain shit that you just do and you don't do. We don't be calling each other nigga and all type of shit in front of white folks. Like, we do that shit amongst each other and everything like that, but we don't do that shit around, non-blacks like that. But after a while, it just got crazy, and then, the youth now, or just our generation, X generation, millennials or whatever, we just go out there, we get extra with it, which is, we got to sharpen up on our code and how we do things. But the thing is, what I've noticed is, from not all Caribbean blacks, not all continental Africans and stuff like that, when they come, they so used to the entertainment that they thinking the culture is primarily entertainment. And it's like, no, nigga, that's just entertainment. We about to go to church on Sunday. Close your fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have respect. Like, just how they have African villages in Africa and things like that. Our African village is the church. You know what I'm saying? The Pentecostal, the Baptist church. Everybody don't go to church, but at the same time, when you was younger, your moms, your pops, or whoever, they drag you to church. And that's where we have respect with our elders, things like that, just that and the third. But the thing is, now that the social media is, somebody got to mute their mic. Somebody got to mute their mic.
Yes, mute their
Yeah,
mic.
yeah. Now the thing is, now that we got the social media, to a certain degree, Black America could really speak on certain things and get their differences out. But the thing is, you got so much people saying so many different things because for a long time, people haven't had the chance to actually speak their views and opinions. Because you got the people who supposed to represent us back in the 90s, 80s, or whatever. When they had the platform, they wouldn't really necessarily talk about the common Black man and common Black woman. I don't got to say no names, but some of these people, they billionaires, multi-millionaires and all of that. But and that's what it is. Now, when it comes to Caribbean blacks and them coming, or people who's talking nonsense, I could speak for Caribbean blacks, continental Africans, and blacks in America. It's just some of us who just don't know shit, and we just gonna be arguing, and we don't haven't been taught certain things while coming up. It's supposed to be mandatory books, mandatory things that we should learn about each other's struggles. So when we meet each other, we have a common, we have a common respect for one another. And that thing is, it's not common enough. It's not common, and not too many of us know our own history.
Oh, this the thing. It's hard for someone to speak for us and as foundational or Aboriginal American when you haven't walked in the shoes nor been in the conditions that we've been in. So for the most look, the goals and overall outlooks is not even going to be the same. You see what I'm saying? For instance, the brothers talking about Liberia, hip hop, all this shit is tether talk. This is off code behavior. And this is shit that we can't tolerate when we in a position of trying to come together with unity. You see what I'm saying? Unity within the foundational people of America. Nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And then we got to be strict about it. We cannot let up.
I feel like
so
we got to be in agreement of like certain facts. Like there's like a curriculum that we all had to endure. Whether you were raised in the States or otherwise, there's a lot of facts that get force fed down our throats, and some of them stick. So now a lot of us are having debates with half cooked food, if that makes any sense, because
Right.
we're We're not all on the same
But there's a
page.
lot of
Facts are.
different factions though. Like there's the African faction, there's the Caribbean faction, and now that us so-called Aboriginal, Indigenous, whatever, the blacks of America, now we becoming a faction. I hear people like you just said, well, I can relate to the Caribbean side and the South American side and the North American side. That's not true, bro. You got to pick one, man. You can't come to the North Americans, blacks, and say, well, you know, you can't just jiggle around that shit. I didn't cut you off. All I'm just trying to show is this.
I'm
I'm not
foundational
trying to
Black
cut you
American.
off, brother. I did not
No,
cut you
I know
off.
you're not. I know you're not. I'm just answering what
I'm just
you're
trying to show
saying.
you
But
where the
I'm
problem
listening.
is.
I'm listening.
I'm just showing you where the problem is when the person that claim everything or claim something that's just not foundational or from the foundation. It's just like you know what I'm saying? Like we get more confused on that. Like, you know what I'm saying though? Because we can't do that.
I'm African American.
So
I'm African
if a person
American.
is in
I'm
their
just
form and
giving
they're
a
with their
perspective.
Jamaican form, or if they're with their African form, how can you even have the audacity to say that you were North American too? That's evil. I digress on that.
No, it's not. It's no. Hold on. That's not evil because I actually lived in the Caribbean and I actually went to the Africa and lived in Africa. So I've been doing that since I was real
where are
young.
your ancestors indigenous to, brother? Like, where's your grandmother and grandfather indigenous to or Aboriginal to?
All throughout the Americas, man.
I didn't ask you that,
throughout
brother.
the Americas.
I
I you asked me a question, I'm giving you an answer. Every time I look, I'm always hearing they was here, and after that, they was here. And then, truth be told, there's a lot more history that we got to talk about because there was a lot of Africans coming from the Caribbeans that came to the Americas 200, 300 years ago, and then some of them left and went to the Caribbean islands. There was a lot of shit going on. There was a lot of movement. So it's as far as the Americas go. That's why I don't necessarily link towards one particular spot because I know when bloodlines is being crossed and moved over here, and then you got breeding farms and all this other shit. I don't got no time to be arguing about who's this, who's that. But people gonna have some respect when they step in North America. Let's have some respect when we talk. When we go over here to maybe a Caribbean island, so forth. But at the same time, the people who talking the shit, the people who talking crazy, we can't worry about them. But they have to be checked. That's the thing. They have to be checked.
The name of this chat is why do Africans hate Aboriginals? And basically, there's no hate. It's just this lady blatantly lied about culture. She didn't know what she was talking about. And then you guys co-signed with saying, yeah, the Americans went there to colonize. Oh no, civilize the Africans. And you wonder why there's tension. So then the Europeans came to civilize your asses. It works the same way.
Like you said,
we're not mad at that. We're just saying that y'all do hate us and you're deflecting that. Y'all hate us.
So are you admitting that you weren't civilized people till the Europeans came?
Exactly. I understand what you're saying, bro. Our concepts are wrong.
FBA or Aboriginal Americans went there to colonize, quote unquote, civilize the indigenous African in the area that had not produced.
That means they're uncivilized.
They had not produced anything. You see what I'm saying?
So were you not civilized when the Europeans came?
That you want to use, y'all didn't produce anything.
So were you civilized or uncivilized before the Europeans came?
We was totally civilized. Matter of fact,
so it's different for you guys.
Hold on. You asked the question. Let me answer it. Don't speed off, sir. We was absolutely not colonized. As a matter of fact, we had civilization here, buildings, city halls, schools, colleges, roads, lights, civic centers here in America long before colonization set foot here. As a matter of fact, they stole, borrowed, and patented a lot of our shit that we had already built here. See, us like the American Aborigine is the unique people because we didn't have to leave to run and flee to nowhere. We didn't have to have people come here to have built it because we had already established it, sir.
Hold on,
But you still
hold
get
on.
And
drafted
Afro,
for
there's
it.
let's
there's
Do
talk.
you
plenty
know?
documented
Hey,
wars.
can I add
There's
on to
plenty
this
documented
conversation?
wars with the Indians and the indigenous of America fighting the Europeans and everybody. There's not no wars in Africa, bro. I'd agree with
You ever
them.
heard of the
I'd agree.
Zulus versus the Boer?
Hey,
Zulus versus the
brother, do you
Boer.
The
know that
Zulus is from South America. The Zulus is from
there's a
South Africa. The
Hold on,
bro?
Zulu
let's
is
deal
from
with the
South Africa,
Zulu.
sir.
That's
You
in
do
Hold on,
not
Africa,
hold on,
come
right?
from
hold on,
South
hold on.
Africa.
Hold on. Let's compare the Zulu to the Chickamauga who went to war as well. The Zulu, Shaka Zulu, right, who was one of the founders of the Zulu Nation, prominent known, never went to war with any paleface that went to the land. He did not kill not one paleface.
The
On the
Zulus
other
beat the
hand,
Boers.
Henry Knox and William Blunt since the time they stepped foot on our indigenous land.
What's the point? We both got our asses kicked.
So hold
No,
up.
we
It's a
didn't. You
conceptual
got your
issue.
asses
Hold up.
kicked and fled.
So
We beat their ass and they kept fighting again.
You beat
That
them,
wasn't the last
but they
war.
run this
Hold on,
country
hold
now.
on. The Revolutionary War wasn't
That
the
sounds
last war.
crazy.
The Chickamauga War wasn't the last war. If we would have lost, how can we keep going to war if we lost?
If you'd have won it, it
because you're
wouldn't
still
be how it
here.
is
And that's
now.
where the hate is at, brother. And that's where the hate is at, brother. Is there's document evidence that we will stand up for ours and that we are articulate people.
They
But you
wanted
still
to hold
lost.
How was they only designated a small allocated plot of land due to certain agreements? Are
Bro,
you
your
familiar
concepts is
with the
off.
history of
Your
America, sir?
concepts is off, bro. Like for
No,
y'all
no,
to
no, no,
say that
no.
civilization was brought to Liberia
History
from
and
black
facts
Americans,
is off,
that's
sir.
incorrect, bro.
Listen,
That's what I'm saying. This
listen
is
Talk
to
about
And
pseudo
see,
what
the
about
history.
hate is
water?
coming out to you right
What
now
about
because you
rivers?
said,
Rivers
"Oh
are
well,
going natural.
y'all got
That's
enslaved by the
running water.
Europeans, and then y'all
What
came
about
over here."
agriculture?
But see, you
Minerals
don't
are
like
going
to
to
tell
be
the
getting
true story
transferred
that
all up
the
and
people
down the
that's
rivers
indigenous
for
to
that.
America are fighters. You know what I'm saying?
But you
And we stood
lost.
up
It
for
doesn't
them,
matter if you
and
fought.
we
You
was
lost.
great people.
You
Bro,
lost.
y'all
I mean, we
ignorant.
lost the war. Everybody loses,
hey,
bro. Y'all didn't fight. Y'all
brother, you
didn't
got the
fight. See, that's what y'all
you
hate
got the
about us.
concept wrong. You got the concept wrong. We won. You lost your
So then why
bussy
don't you
in
have
the
any power in
last
America right
year
now?
and asked for help here in
We got a
America.
lot of work
You
to
go
do.
here
We
in
got a lot of
America
work to do
You
still.
asking
don't
for
Why
win
help.
don't
and
you
not
have
have
no
power.
power in Africa? Why don't you have no power in Africa?
I'm not saying we won. I said we lost.
No, y'all
No, they
didn't
How
got
is
fight.
not a
I'm
reality?
they
saying y'all
got power,
didn't
bro.
fight.
Listen.
They got
Y'all
power
did
in
not
Africa.
fight. Y'all
Trust me.
ran.
This doesn't make any
Y'all
sense,
did
sir.
not fight. Y'all ran. See, that's
If
the
you
difference
One
of
at a
our
lost
time.
bloodline.
hold on, reverse. If you lost the war, sir, we would not flee to a losing place. And if we lost a war, why would you flee amongst a losing place where
It
where
doesn't
the
matter. You
indigenous
still
where
lost. It
the
doesn't matter what the
melanated
reasoning is. You
people
lost.
lose? That means that you are a peer loser and you're running to the people for help that you say lost. That doesn't make any
How can
sense,
someone with
sir.
no power help anybody?
Sir, what is the official language of Nigeria?
I'm not Nigerian, man. Do you understand English?
There's more than
What
one
are you?
nationality that's in Nigeria.
It's
So it would have
Liberian.
to be different ones.
Oh, you're
There's
from
over
where? Like
2,000. There's over 2,000 dialects that are speaking
what
on
tribe
the
he from?
continent of Africa.
That's what I'm saying. The
There
ignorance
is
is
not one
unreal.
African language.
What
All the
tribe?
African
What
Hold on.
tribe? What
languages come
country
from
is you from?
Romanic language.
What country are you from, brother?
Liberia. My family's from there.
Liberia. Oh,
Yeah,
oh. So the capital of that is Monrovia, right? For
that's
President
correct.
Monroe,
Exactly.
because that was set
They
up as a colony for
What's
the
the language
Indians
of
that
there?
they took over here. Because
What's the
actually,
language of Liberia?
the Indians are still
Somebody speak,
they got.
fighting.
bro.
Hold on.
Wait.
They're
Let
still
me.
fighting the Indians that are
There's no
fighting
Indians. There's
the
no
Aboriginals
Indian.
of the land, the real
No
Africans that they
black
took
people
over
from
there.
America came to Liberia. They were not Indians.
Let me let y'all
The
know
so-called
something real quick.
Negroes.
Hold
So-called
on. Hold
Negroes.
on, real quick.
Morse.
So-called
When
Negroes.
it comes to the continent of Africa, they have power, bro. I'm telling you, for the people who know this
Are
planet
we talking about
and know the
Liberia?
stuff.
That was a colony set up of Negroes, Amerindians, or whatever you want to
No,
call
black
us.
people, no Indians.
There were no
Indians
Africans.
The
misclassified
Chinese
Negroes
were in
and
Africa, bro.
civilized you
The Chinese were in Africa. They
Liberians.
took Africa over in the last 6 months.
Yeah, see,
Africa is
they took
owned
over
by
Africa in
China,
the
bro.
last 6 months. You see the ignorance that's coming
Man,
out?
that's not.
I mean,
You
how is
can't.
that
The
ignorant, bro?
capital is named
Hold on.
after an American president. What are you saying? The capital is Monrovia, named after President
Listen,
Monroe.
you
How much
civilized
more colonized
Liberians
can you
that
be?
You uncivilized Liberians that's indigenous to the areas cannot hold a high political seat within your own area because
That's
you're
what we had
They
a native
do, bro.
president in
I'm telling.
1980.
Hold on.
so, sir.
They do. They could do it, but they
We had a
just
native
when
president
it
in
comes.
No,
Hold
they
1980.
on,
can't,
real
sir.
quick. Hold
Bro,
on.
They
they're
can't.
When
eating
it
each
comes to
other
the
over there.
when it
They are
come,
eating each other.
that's
Literally
not.
eating each
You know
other.
how big Africa is, bro. America could fit inside of Africa 3 to 5 times.
That's
They
not
are eating
I'm
each
true.
telling you,
other
that
in
is
That's not
true,
Latin.
true.
bro. That is
That's
true.
not
I
true,
went to
sir.
Detroit. I went
All
to
you
Detroit
gotta do,
African
all you
American
gotta
Detroit
do, sir, listen,
Museum in
sir,
Detroit.
watch
Go ahead.
that. All you have to do, sir, is look at a map and look at Canada down to Brazil. That is the America.
That's the European lying again. I'm telling you,
No, 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 no. The
brother.
But
European
even
Af-
if
has lied
Africa,
to
the
you
continent,
and has
AP,
why ain't they
portrayed
AP, I got
lying
a
Africa
question
is
for
to
you.
bigger than what it is.
So
the
They
imaginary
lying
Why are
about
the
Jennifer
borders.
butt
African
naked. You
ancestors
they
not
Think
lying
getting
that,
a
about Jennifer
rivers?
butt naked
Why
eating
did
do
they?
you
kids.
AP,
think that
AP,
do
I got a
you
question
hold
for you.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. This guy thinks that imaginary borders that the government has infiltrated into his brain is real. Canada is part of America. Central America is part of America. It's why it's called Central America. South America is part of America. Look at the
And
continent and
Virginia and
then
Islands.
And how much
look
of
at
that
the
the Arabs
African
control? How much of
Asia
that the
and
Arabs
Africa
control?
was part of America before they renamed it as well. It's proven on the map. I can pull it up if you want to see it. It
You
shows
just proving you don't know
Asia,
what the hell you're talking
America,
about.
a lot
Russia,
of these maps
America. I
a
don't
lot
know
of
what
these
I'm
maps
talking
are
about.
super old.
America has never been connected with them other countries. We have
Yeah,
always
a
been
lot of these
dominant.
Yes,
We've
maps
it
never
are
been.
was.
super old.
We might have had one
Yeah,
empire.
a
Now
lot
we
of
might have
these
had one
maps.
empire that was ran from America, and the indigenous people of America went and sprung over the
That's what
world.
I'm.
But
That's what I'm trying to like explain because it was all connected. It was all part of the same empire,
You don't know what you're talking
and it was
about.
considered not an empire. It was considered two.
You
Well,
discredited
maybe
yourself
you let me
already. You
finish
don't know what the
speaking.
hell
You
you're
done spoke
talking
Hold
for an
on,
about.
y'all.
hour about nothing. That
Hold on,
sounds like
y'all.
that.
I don't
Do
want to
some
she
lose.
research
is
on the
talking
You
stuff.
facts
don't know.
because all
Stop
the
talking
trees
about
are
how
over here.
proud of
She
ignorant ass.
is
You didn't
talking
watch your
facts
mouth, you
because
little
all the
dumbass.
inventions.
This is
Now
what high
listen,
school
let me finish
dropouts
talking what I was trying
think they're
to say.
YouTube
If y'all keep
scholars.
interrupting me, I
This is
keep
what
shutting up,
happens, y'all.
like so y'all can speak. This is what
And
happens
it's
when you
a
have dumb, ignorant ass kids that don't have manners and don't know how to watch their mouth. Shut your dumb ass up while grown people
No, you
talking.
Come
disrespect
on,
my
man.
country.
Don't come
I
over
got
here
no
with.
respect for
Come on, just
clowns
keep
like
You're
on
you.
going,
disrespecting
Sister
me.
Stowe.
You're
Don't
disrespecting
come.
me.
Come
hold
on,
on,
Sister
Deserve no
hold
Stowe.
on,
respect.
hold
Rude word. Don't
on,
try to
hold
correct me
on,
because you're not my
Oh
father.
man,
Mind
y'all
your
coming
business
with
while
this
I'm
hold
AI
on, hold
shit,
on,
man. Come on, man. Keep the
hold
conversation
on,
good, Sister Stowe.
hold on. Everybody mute up. Everybody mute up.
nigga want to disrespect me.
Hold on, I'm speaking right now. Everybody mute up. Uh, yeah, y'all gotta show some discipline sometimes. The fact of the matter is that Africa always needed America's help. This is not nothing new. Like the brother said, we have to go back into historical uh history as well to where Kemet it also needed our help. The continent in general needed America's help. As a matter of fact, most of the indigenous food there comes from America.
That's a lie.
That's a fact.
Hey,
Stop
thanks for
the
having me
boy.
up, Ad Power. Salute,
That's not
salute.
only
Hey, to the panel.
that's not
This is a good
not only
build.
not
One
only
mic. Thanks for
hold on,
having me up and hit the like. Hit the like.
rude words, rude words, please, please
Peace.
don't do that talking, please. My mic is already low. Okay, it's already low. Okay, we gotta do one at a time. I think rude words got some feedback or delay.
I
Like I
thought I
said,
was waiting patiently
like
one at a time, AP.
yeah, I got you, sister. I just want to get the room in order, so everybody mute up. It's too much tobacco going on. I was going to do one at a time anyway, so I ended up letting everybody on anyway. Who said that was a lie that Africa's food, majority of food, doesn't come from America? Which one of you brothers said that? State your name and speak up.
Don't hide your hands now.
I think he dropped off, but I don't know about that one. Africa is vast, brother.
Yeah, it's very vast and it had potential for agricultural. It just lacked varieties of crops.
Nigga,
This is why the
Antarctica is vast. Do you want to live there?
that's why the America has the brain so many sources. You can go to the American science of crops and the oceanic voyages from and to the Americas. You can go into Kantaga a Bongo, ancient civilization in Egypt. It also, both of those books and references I gave you go into how foods, the mass majority of foods in Egypt and throughout the continent of Africa come from America. As a matter of fact, there's 640 food crops that's grown throughout the continent. 640. Out of those 640, 600 of those, if you will, give or take, belong to the Americas. 600 of those. That means you're left with 40 indigenous edible food crops. That's surely not enough to feed a massive continent like Africa.
Can I
Well,
speak
the
now? 'Cause
The
that's as
Amazon River is in
pseudo as it
the
gets.
Amazon. Well, the Amazon River is right there, so that does make sense.
No,
But
you probably talking about
also,
the Nile River.
no, well, the Nile is just as long, if not a little longer than the Amazon River. So,
Well, actually, the Amazon
what's
River
in
is not that
Africa? What's in
long.
America could be in
Hey,
Africa, huh?
sir,
What'd you say?
the Amazon River is not that long, sir. Our longest river and most influential river is the Great Mississippi, sir.
AP, I got a
Okay.
question for you. What are Aboriginals controlling right now in America?
Well, Aboriginals are controlling a few things. You see what I'm saying? But the main thing what we're going to control
Wait. What
is,
are you controlling? What few things are you controlling?
well, I'm about to give you one. We're about to control the fact that we're not allowing black tethers like yourself to cloak as us or to speak on behalf of us. That's what we're doing here in America.
You said
That's
about
what
to. So that means right now, currently, you control nothing. If you're about to do something, it means you're not currently doing something.
We're
We
controlling
still got
you
a lot of
from
work to do,
speaking on
all
behalf
of
of
us.
us. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. Yes, we're controlling you from
So
speaking on behalf
Aboriginals are controlling
of
nothing
cloaking.
in America. That's my point.
Exactly. You're not with us, so we're controlling you. So now let me ask you a question. Why did you flee your country, right? And why is there so much starvation in Africa?
So me
Open
being born in
starvation.
California and living in California now, how did I flee my country? I didn't understand that concept.
No, your parents fled
No,
while
you
you
asked
was
me.
not
You asked
so
me.
and baby. You was a fleeing baby in the womb. So why did y'all flee?
I was a fleeing baby in the womb. How would you know
Yes, sir.
that?
I was told. You was born in California. Your family fled from
Oh, so
Liberia.
my mother was pregnant and with me, and then
So
she
listen,
came to
why
America.
did your parents flee, sir? Stop the
Well, I'm trying to understand. How
Well,
did you know my mother was pregnant with me when she came?
it doesn't
Where did
matter
you get
how I
that
know.
information from?
I'm asking you the question. Why did y'all flee?
Well, first, that's an incorrect statement. My mother had been here 3 years before I was born.
Parents flee, sir. Why are you here in America and not in your great country, your great
Because I can,
continent?
and
You
there's not
have
a
50,
goddamn
you
thing
have
you or anybody
54,
else can do about it.
54 other countries you could have went to there, sir. Why did you come 100,000 miles to great old America?
I told you because I can, and there's nothing you could do about it. If you had power, you could do something
Oh
about it.
no,
You can do
Hey,
nothing
you
about that.
can't. The reason you can is because of we allowed you to. These immigration laws that we fought for. And now you're here benefiting off of what black people has built and got the offer. So this is why you're here. You're scared to say that you need our help. And without our help, you will be starving.
How can someone
Your
with no
country,
power to
you
do
say,
anything help
you
me?
say your family would not be here. You would not be able to talk with such a full belly without our help, sir.
How could people with no control or power help anybody?
We have the control, sir.
Of what?
We allowed immigrants to come into our land. Black voting, the majority of black vote, most people want to persuade the black vote in their favor because it makes a difference in America, sir. So,
If you have
like I said,
power,
our vote
why don't you get
went
your
to
people
an
out of prison?
immigration law, which
Why don't
allowed
you get
your
your people out of
starving
prison if you have
fleeing
such
mother
power?
to come here, sir.
Why don't you release your people out of prison if you have power?
Why are you people coming here?
You have not answered the
with
question yet.
meat on your breath, fleeing your country, sir.
All right, Tariq
You
Jr.
should
I
take
told
it
you.
easy on
I
him,
told
Al,
you.
because he's probably
Why
a
We
are you
can.
descendant of
starving
slaves.
Liberians? Why
He's a
did you
descendant of
starve
Liberian
Liberians and have to
slaves.
wait to Black Americans to come over to Liberia to get it cracking?
All right, Tariq Jr. I told you we can, and we did, and there's nothing you could do about it. Period.
Y'all know we went
The
there and we
fact of the
civilized
matter
y'all.
is,
There's nothing you
nobody's
can do.
holding down their
You
country
are
right
an
now.
anchor baby, sir. You are an anchor baby.
And there's nothing you can do about it. Period.
Yes, there's
You
a
have
lot
no
that we can
power.
do about it.
You have
We're
zero
not
power.
allowing you to use our benefits no more. You no
All right,
longer
so
have no one to cloak up under. You immigrants have to hold you nuts. You came over here for white zaddy. You're not in the fight for us for
but
liberation. You already busted your bussy open, so you're not up for the fight.
You try to get that Tariq nasheed paper. I see. I see what the hustle is. That's cool.
even
Get your money, man.
even with the whites have a international military system that takes oil and other resources from other countries. Now, with us, original people in the Americas and the continental Africans in the diaspora, we don't got to do that. All we got to do is build. And we don't got to set up no military or none of that shit. Like, it'll be so easy to do it. But we just got to get on code and, start manufacturing, producing, and do what we got to do. Also, we got to learn each other's history. A lot of us don't know
No,
each other's history as much as we
stop
should.
allowing people that fled their homeland to give me advice on how to fight here. We don't flee.
Why
We
don't you get
deal
on
with it.
code and stop
We
supporting
sworn to
Asian
tell
hair
you
salons
that
and
we cannot
get
allow
billions?
niggas who done gave up their bussy after being colonized by foundational Americans to come over here with this arrogant, starving mentality. We
What's the
cannot allow that.
percentage of Aboriginals in America, and what's the percentage of Aboriginals in prison? If you got power, why are those numbers so lopsided? I'm curious to understand that. You got all the power, but the numbers are flipped.
I'm curious to
Yeah,
see
let's
why
be
you
let's
guys
be
are still
let's
being
be
enslaved
realistic about our
and
situation
starving
as a
right
people,
now.
man.
That's what I want.
We just don't. We have it, but we're not utilizing it
No, he's
as
claiming
a
that
people globally.
Aboriginals have power in America, but it doesn't show with the prison
We
rate.
don't. We don't. Let's keep it real, man. We don't.
Tell that to the man, or that's
You know what I'm saying?
keeping
Like
the
we
pseudo.
don't. Let's keep it. This is the
We have
reason why
power,
we having a
sir.
chat in the first place.
Listen. And even if we don't have power, sir,
Even if
we're
you
in
don't,
my
you don't.
listen. We're in my land. I don't have to answer questions from a fleeing, starving immigrant, right?
It's not your land if you don't own nothing.
We own the land, sir.
Well,
Just
I
because
mean,
we have
I'm curious.
the land is played in the land is paid in blood, brother. The land is paid in blood, brother. There's a lot of blood that has been shed throughout the Americas. So as
Possession is
far as
9/10 of the law. We standing on the land, and we've been standing on the
What's your
land,
name,
and we
T?
gonna be
Do
standing
you go
on
by
the
T?
land.
Do you go by T?
You guys talk
You go by
about
T?
bloodshed and all this turmoil of hatred and beat and oppression and indoctrination that the white people put on you. You think that these people came over here just beating you and running you off the land? You guys are lost. You need to go look at history again.
You
You
claiming
need
to
to
be
go,
an Indian. Indians don't even like black people.
sir. We're not talking about Native Americans. We're not talking about starving Liberians. We're talking about the foundational Aboriginal, the American Negro. Okay, we're not talking about invasion Asians or enslaved Asians in colonial Mexico.
First you're
They were
Moors,
classified
then
as
you're
Native Americans.
Israelites, then Nation of Islam, then 5%ers, then
We
ADOS,
don't
then
care about
FBA.
5
Now the
percenters and
latest
none of that.
trend is fake Indian.
We're not 5 percenters. We're not Hebrew
This is the
Israelites.
latest trend.
No, this is the truth. And now that we're
Next
waking
month
up
you be
against
from
this
Antarctica.
wrong Pan-African ideology, now you African tethers cannot piggyback off of us no more. This is why you're mad.
No.
This is why
You have no power as a mutiny. Even my man T, he can see. He's like, why can't we have a real conversation?
We have power. We have our land, and our feet is on our land. Your ass is over here in my shit.
What
After
land do you
popping
own?
your
What
pussy,
land do you own? What
you should
land do
tell
you
your
own?
mother to go back. If your country is such great and y'all are such good people, why don't you go back?
I'll tell you as soon as you tell me what land do you own.
We own
Land
the
under
land.
our feet. The land that
Nobody
you
can own the land.
Then you don't own anything.
you fleed your land, brother. We standing on ours.
So, like I said, I was born in California. I'm in California now. How was that
No,
fleeing? I'm trying to
you
understand your
was
logic
you
here.
was anchored in California. Your mother was starving and fled from your homeland in Africa, sir.
And how would you know that?
Because you're African.
So what does that mean?
You're a foreign immigrant that's an anchor baby here. That means you don't speak for behalf of Black Americans. Your
I thought
questions
you weren't
are
black. I
nothing.
thought black was the. I
You
thought
have
black
no
wasn't the color.
power here in America to even dictate a question that's even irrelevant.
So are you black or not?
No, I'm not
You just
black.
said black.
I'm an
You know,
Aboriginal.
you're confused. See, you've been too many identities. You don't know what you are. It's okay. That's just the
No,
effects of
I'm not
slavery.
black.
I
Sir.
understand.
No, I'm not. Listen, sir, I'm not confused, sir.
You
I'm
just said
very,
you're
very.
black. Then you said
No,
Negro.
I'm
Then
not.
you
I
said
said I'm not
Aboriginal.
black, sir. I said I'm not black, sir.
You said black, but it's
I
okay,
said I'm
man.
not
I
black.
don't
Black.
know.
Ain't your name Black?
That's right. Everything's black.
Yeah, everything's black. That means you're dead, irrelevant. You're oblique. You're bleach, and I can see that your mind has
And
been
yet I'm here
brain
talking to you, breathing.
whitewashed with bleach, sir. And you have gave up your bussy and ran to America, and
But you
now
got that
your
Tariq.
butt is
You got
hurt.
the
Because you
Tariq
not
talking
no
voice
longer
down
have
pretty good.
the American help. We're no longer sticking up for you foreign tethers.
Do
You
you live
gotta
in a white
hold your
neighborhood
own
too?
nuts. And
You
now,
got a
since
white
you're
wife?
in California, you will get treated like an immigrant. You are black. So have a nice day. Go eat some fufu and some rice and do the history of how most of them crops came from America. Okay? You guys are documented immigrants that come over here and cloak under Black America. You see how he didn't even want to tell you and stand on how he was an African or which one of his parents was African? Because they're not proud of who they are. They want to be you guys. They're not proud that their parents fled and came to someone else's land that they're now proceeding to show hate and disdain towards. That's not a proud thing to be of. Us as foundational Aboriginal or Black Americans, right, quote unquote, have to realize that no matter how much we are deprived and conditioned, we still stand prideful because we own our land and we don't run. We're working on solutions to get out of this situation by all means. Black is another tether who's going to stop the flow of progression and elevation, right? Black is an immigrant. He doesn't have the same understanding and overall goals as you foundational / Aboriginal American. Okay? Drop those fire emojis in the chat if you're a proud Aboriginal American. Man, DJ, drop a bomb in some chats in this motherfucker. Drop the fire horns, all that. Shout out to everybody in the chat. The link is in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all support the challenge. Make sure y'all support the channel. The link on the screen if y'all want to make a donation. Links at the bottom of the screen. Shout out to Craig Lloyd. Oh, shout out to Black Lotus for the Cash App donation. Shout out to Black Lotus. Let's let Mr. Miyagi on and Soldier Warrior. Peace and blessings to you, brothers. How y'all feeling?
Peace,
Don't go
peace,
speak
peace. What
for
it do,
yourself.
Chief?
Peace, peace to the
Peace.
chat. Peace to the
What's
guys,
going
man.
on with it, fellas?
Knowledge,
Peace to
knowledge.
everybody, man. All school, BAP.
Tribe.
Who all on here? I can't see y'all. So everybody, man. Peace to everybody. I come on the panel. Man, I was trying to, hang out, man. Just listen and enjoy the build, man. This guy Black. I don't know how he got involved with the hip hop conversation and got that confused with Liberia. Liberia was never in the conversation about even a debate about hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? So that's not even debatable. But what's crazy is, hey, you say you're Gibo, right? Gibo, Grebo.
He's not here no more.
Oh, he's not?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
dropped
every time
off.
he run, every time what is happening? Like, well, he's always talking about the
I sat
negative
him down.
stuff.
He gonna
Hey,
lay
but
down and lick his nuts. I'm done entertaining the foreign immigrant. I'm getting
what the
hungry now.
hell? Well, I'm still full from last night, man. God, it was crazy, y'all.
Black is in the back chat right now.
Yeah, man, come on back up, man. I got a few questions for him.
Yeah, let that booty scratcher in back on here.
Shit, man, y'all done probably missed y'all little motive, man. Y'all might as well go and get it in. I'm about to get ready to wrap the show up. We at 3:30 in already, brother. I'll wait to the end of the show every time. Y'all niggas slacking.
Hey, well, he was talking about his people of Gibo, right? Gibo, Grebo. If y'all do any research on these people, they were the first contact of the American colonies and American interests that came in, and you know they're the first ones, right? So they're the ones that traded against the rest of their people there. Period. Took on the customs and everything of Americans. You dig what I'm saying? And still to this day, right now, Americans are running Liberia as a colony, as a state. You know what I'm saying? And so we need to do a little bit more research on that transaction and what has happened then, or whatever, because they keep saying that, you know, we got civilized and all this other stuff or whatever. Once again, that's just not accurate when it comes to not only recent history, right? The early 1900s, late 1800s, early 1900s, but even we going back into even more ancient times and stuff like that or whatever, we've been civilized in America. We civilized the world, Craig. Think about that. Not only just with food, medicine, mathematics, science, language. It's proliferated all over the world. So I don't like this diaspora talk, because that goes with the out of Africa monkey talk. You understand what I'm saying? And everything that I said. So he's just a little condescending bastard who is a prison guard. He had, you understand what I'm saying? Who has a degree. He has a bachelor's degree in sociology. So he thinks he's better than people who don't have a degree. And he looks down on the brothers
Nigga, we can't have
in
degree.
prison that he's over. Well, no, I'm just saying though, like, but people are going. That's the measurement of success, right? So he asks, well, what power do we have, right? First off, we have Aboriginal power. First off, it's about perspective. If you own something, that's worth more than that's worth more than Prada, Balenciaga, anything, because you own it. It's yours. No matter how small it is, it's better than nothing. See how that work? So when a motherfucker don't have nothing that's his own, you don't have no power. Power is freedom. Being free. Y'all might need to look that word up. Because he is just as much of a prisoner in that experiment when he goes to work as other people there, but they have pitted him against our people. He's a perfect candidate. And ironically, that's the job that you want to take, because you come from a line of cops and snitches on your own people, sir. That's what that is. And that's what we're dealing with over here. And that's why they're never going to do anything. They're not even worried about them, because they're here to spy on y'all. They're part of the ghetto informant program, the black program. It's really sad. So we're not looking for no motherfucking allies. We got to get our shit together. And what y'all doing is helping us say, hey, man, yeah, we got some shit to think about, because while we're over here beefing with each other, everybody else and their mama is plotting against us. You think? You actually think that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see them time after time showing it. You
Because
feel me?
y'all know we don't really fuck with black like that, but
they can't even
we
hide
have
their
to
hand.
join with our effort. What you say, brother?
I said they can't even hide their hand, these foreign tellers, at this point. They
And
can't
they in their
hide their hand.
business. What they even jump out the woodwork for? Why y'all mad? what is the? Why
All
would you
ties.
get? Why would you be mad? Like, what is you mad about?
Cause they can no longer cloak and leech off of us. You feel
Hmm.
what I'm saying? I'm about to get ready to end this live on that, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Soldier War, where you been at, big bro? Mr. Miyagi, appreciate you for coming through, Chief. Holiday.
She
It's all love, bro.
be
School
in
in
the
the
chat
building.
all that time.
Man, shout out to my brother, Soldier Warden, man. We're gonna have to get it cracking on Instagram again. Shout out to DJ in the background. Shout out to DJ in the background. Shout out to DJ in the background, man. We about to get ready to wrap it up. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Once again, make sure you hit the like button, share the live stream, share the live stream, share the live stream, man. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. Support the channel for the time and content. For those that want to send a donation, whether it's $1, you want to stay anonymous, just let me know within the donation. Links on the screen. Cash App or PayPal tag. If anybody want to email me, that's also ticking at the end of the screen as well. Make sure you hit the like button. We're about to get ready to get out of here. Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat. Hey, for all the proud Aboriginals and so-called FBA, drop those fire emojis before we get out of here, man. Drop those fire emojis, man. We out of here. We gone.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Pluto, you going crazy?
No double. Ain't no double. No double. Yeah. Ain't no love in the trap, ain't no love in the trap. Yeah, ain't no love in the street. She could be calling me back. Yeah, I'm finna have to a bell. I'm finna hit to a brick. Yeah, ain't no love in the trap. That's why she me a brick. Yeah, I'm flipping the track. And I slept in the stairs. I ain't trusting these niggas. 10 niggas be claiming they real. 10 niggas that say they bought it when the fans came, know them niggas are square. 10 niggas that say they with you at the bottom of rappers, I'm touching his mirror. Ain't no love for niggas. And these are my blood for niggas. Yeah, thought you could touch it all. I only got dubs for niggas. Look, touching these pounds, breaking them down, and pitching these O's. Look, touching these pounds, breaking them down, and pitching these O's. Yeah, ain't no love in the track, ain't no love in the track. Yeah, ain't no love in the street. She could be calling me back. Yeah, I'm finna have to a bell, I'm finna hit to a brick. Yeah, ain't no love in the track. That's why I keep me a brick. Yeah.